Hello, adventurers. My name is Maximus, and I'll be your dungeon master for the evening. I'd like to welcome you to the 34th episode of Castles and Cantrips Campaign 2, where some of your favorite streamers play Dungeons and Dragons live on Friday nights. I'm joined by our amazing cast of Nina Nikolic, Virtual Spectre, and moves like Jagger from the GGN crew. Fun will be out tonight, and Mac will probably be out tonight. She may join us later, depending, but we will see.
It'll be a surprise.
It'll be a surprise for everyone. Anyway, welcome to episode 34. If you haven't yet, make sure and give us a little look listen over on YouTube, because we have stuff over there that I think that you might like exclusive out of combat episodes where we talk about our previous episodes and spill all the tea. And then they ask me questions that they want to reveal about the campaign, and I tell them no secrets. Sorry. Sometimes, not all the time.
Fine then. Keep your secrets.
Yeah. Amazing. Aside from that, if you would like to listen to us, but you just hate looking at us, well, good for you, because we have podcast content available too for all of our shows. I don't know why I started saying that, but it's like there's like default things in my brain when I go through this, and that just became one of the default ones now. So anyway,
It's fine.
yeah. You can go check us out on any of our podcasts where we have our Tome of Knowledge episodes. We have Out of Combat on there. We also have our episodes that we're doing right now, like our campaign episodes. They're all out there that you can listen to your heart's content. But if you really want to listen to them early, and I mean like early, go check out our Patreon. They come in hot off the press as soon as they're done edited, right into your computer. We just send them right in there. It's fantastic.
Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. That helps with the algorithm and pushes our content on people's feeds, even if they don't want to.
The
You said
content gets straight into their computers, like how the South Park guys used to submit their episodes to the TV network on their
What?
skateboards.
Whoa. Yeah.
Like finish the episode at 3 p.m., burn it onto the DVD, and haul us on the skateboard down to the TV station. Right on time to air.
I don't know if I'm gonna haul ass anywhere on a skateboard, because I started skateboarding when I almost busted my head wide open. So
On a figurative skateboard.
I'm too old to skateboard now. I just like to sit on my recliner.
I mean, that's basically what I said. I'm too.
True.
I was like, screw skateboarding. I'll play guitar. That seems safer. Oh man. Anyway, thanks to all of you that do listen to our podcast. But like I had mentioned before, we have our Tome of Knowledge streams on Monday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific. That's where we talk about anything and everything related to D&D. Last week, what did we do last week? PS, put you on the spot. What are we talking about this week on Monday?
Let's see. The party we're planning. We're making plans. We're looking for a buyer for our big
I
rug
meant
on the
Tome of
wall.
Knowledge.
Oh,
Oh, wait, was that the one that I watched?
The one,
I'm just
yeah,
putting you on
about
the spot.
D&D versus or comparison
Yes.
Baldur's Gate 3 to
Baldur's Gate
5th
3.
edition.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Mm-hmm. I like the
Okay.
enthusiasm though about the recap. You were ready to go. Aside from that, we also have our Out of Combat episodes that drop on Thursdays on our YouTube, as well as our podcast network, or on Sundays if you want it super early if you're a patron, and then Fridays where we are right now, or if you're listening in the future where we were then for our campaign 2 episodes. So anyway, hope for you all are excited for, I don't know, a little more intimate episode with only a few of us. I don't know if
Favorite.
Let me turn it down for everybody. Hey,
the ASMR episode.
Captain As, we're going to show you some delightful artworks.
Oh, jeez. Draw me like one of your ASMR
Now
pirates.
let us tell you a sleep story. I'm Cooter, and I'm here to tell you my calm sleep story.
it's like I'm Cooter with the BBC, and I'll be reading you a bedtime story this evening.
She's no Matthew McConaughey, but hey. It's fine.
Anyway, before we get further off the rails, we can go ahead and get settled in for tonight's episode of Casters and Cantrips. Our story last left off with Azric exploring the depths of his power to reach out to his mysterious patron. He had made contact with the entity after submerging himself in seawater in a bathtub. When he asked the identity of the mysterious entity, they told Azric that they would know them in due time. They expressed that in order for Azric to grow in power, the entity themselves must grow in power. However, this entity had been restricted, and Azric was told they also share a common hatred for those that refused to save Azric, the Pantheon themselves. Azric was left with a stern warning: do not aid my enemies. And his patron also offered a chance of sorts, a show of good faith opportunity, where Azric was to reacquire the artifact that was just handed over to the Elysian Watch to prove to the patron that Azric was ready to serve. Upon his agreeance, Azric returned to the rest of his group, and the party then went back to their ship to present the crew with some bonus rum. And Azric delivered a rousing speech to the unfortunate. After renewing the crew's resolve, the officers presented Whisper with a permanent position amongst them. While the exact title was to be determined, she accepted the opportunity. Her condition was that if she was to be an officer, then she would be an officer, full stop. She specifically mentioned that she was not to be left out of any officers' meetings that were either official or unofficial. The next order of business was to question the two newest members of their crew that had acquired from the sinking of the Reckoner. They asked the crew members about activity relating to the Divine Order of Conservancy on their ship, the Reckoner. While they didn't see any direct activity for the Conservancy, they did mention a portly gentleman that seemed to hold some authority, but was not officially part of the crew of the ship. Their next pressing matter was to find a way to get their tapestry they had stolen into an exclusive auction at the Gilded Spire. First, Azric left a correspondence with their previous acquaintance Zephyr at the Silver Quill, where he detailed that they had a relic art piece that needed a contact to help them sell it in an auction. And he signed it Azric XOXO. Their next option was to go towards the base of operations of the Sterling Shipping Consortium on the Gilded Atoll. And when they arrived, they found Isaac Sterling there preparing for the symposium the following week. Under Azric's assumed identity of Jorna Lighthelm, he then asked his new friend Isaac to help sell a rare piece of art for him. Ultimately, Isaac agreed to help Azric and introduce him to Lucian Ashbourne after breakfast on Moon Day, for a fee, of course. And towards the end of the conversation, Azric was able to parry an offer from Isaac to buy out the inventor's contract, being Cooter, with him, as she was allegedly unveiling a new invention soon. And that is where we'll begin our episode this evening. So,
Wow, we did quite a bit last session. My goodness.
I know, that's probably the most paragraphs I've written the entire season so far. I was like, damn, there's a lot that needs to talk about. Or maybe because we skipped a week and I wanted to do a little bit extra for all of you.
Well, a lot to do, mate. Where do we start?
Well, Well, the plan was to have Taj and Emmy pose as art dealer, historian. But I think we'll just have to improvise.
Right.
You know a lot about art, Hayden?
Art. Aside from scribblings in my younger years, no.
What kind of skill does art fall under?
I would say performance.
Oh no, terrible at those types of things.
I mean,
Could tell you the
I've been known-
history of it.
I've been known to improvise, so while I'm no artist, I might be able to. How do they say it? Bullshit my way through, if need be.
That's basically 95% of art.
Don't go letting artists hear you say that.
That's all right, they're not in the room.
I suppose rich assholes don't really need to know art, right? They just need to know the important names.
No, they just think it's pretty. You're right. You tell them it's valuable and they'll probably think it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's just decoration for the walls, I suppose.
Well, for them, it's more like a status type of thing. Oh, look at me! I have a Gonvo on my wall. You know.
Ah, yes, famous Gonvo. How
Yep,
his
same
works
one.
never disappoint.
Incredible that he lost his nostril for the sake of artistry.
Yeah, unfortunately, many artists are trouble folk, aren't they?
His famous piece, Clear Day. Beautiful.
Oh, what about the one, Dandelions?
Yes, I'm quite fond of that one. See, we know what we're talking about. We can make our way through this.
Well, you do. I'm not the best, what did you say? Bullshit artist. Well, I'm not an artist in the least, so bullshit would be the even worse. I would be twice as bad at that one.
I mean,
but I can follow your lead.
You must be fairly handy with a pen or pencil. You do make diagrams after all.
I can draft, yes. And she takes out some sketches she was working on of the ship she's apparently designed.
you don't do that all last night? That's rather impressive.
Well, I thought maybe it might come in handy since, he seemed so interested and Emmy seemed so excited. And so, just in case, I thought maybe might come in handy. I don't know.
Well, you're an inventor. That's basically a sculptor, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, so I do consider science to be an art form myself, but, the creative types might not think so.
Well, they're normally treated as two entirely separate entities, right?
Yes, precisely.
Yeah. Those science students tend to
Sorry, they tend to what? It seems like my ear dropped out again.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me
Oh,
now?
yes, there you are. Yep.
Quite clear, yes.
Okay. Man. Maybe a
Well,
build-up of wax. Maybe have a
Yes,
look at.
I'll have to next time we can go by the medic. Oh, wait, that's me. I'm the medic. But how do I check myself?
well, that's not the least bit concerning. I don't know what is.
Oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. What were you saying, Hayden?
About.
Before my ear cut out briefly.
I don't. Was I saying anything important? I don't.
Oh, I don't know.
About
I think it was just
schools
about
or
just.
training.
Ah, yes, it's nothing important.
Oh, okay. All right then.
All right. Well, we must look our best and be on our best behaviors.
Right.
And pretend to be rich.
Speaking of looking our best, I wonder how the clothing man is getting on with my outfit.
Is today the day?
It is currently the 28th of Sextus, Satyr's Day, and you were to pick up the items on Moon Day. Quintus. Sorry, went too far ahead. 28th day of Quintus, which is Satyr's Day. Second of Sextus is when you're getting the items on that Moon Day. So it's Satyr's Day, then Sunday, and then Moon Day. Moon Day is when you can get the clothes. So you have 2 more sleeps, and your meeting with Lucy and Ashbourne is also that day as well.
So, sometime yet, I'd imagine.
Oh, yeah, we have plenty of time.
What to do between now and then? Repairs are
Well.
proceeding apace on the ship. That much I do know.
My research is trucking along for Emmy's new garden. Apparently, I'm quite an apt multitasker.
Well, it's not very often we have time for ourselves. So if anyone has anything they need to do, everyone's more than welcome to until Moon's Day.
True.
I don't think I have anything pressing, although I don't really need much. I'm quite a simple turtle.
I think I'm going to brush up on famous artists, since I only know the one.
Oh, maybe there's a gallery or a library somewhere here that we can check out.
Taj is an art aficionado, so
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
So, are you going to find a library, or?
I suppose so.
Hmm.
Probably got gilded in the name.
It's not really my type of place, so I might find something a bit more casual. Maybe some of these taverns have something fun to do.
Taverns always have something fun to do if.
Well, there are certain substances that will alter your spirit and mind, or even your physical flesh, as Kuta melted into the floor.
Oh, apparently
Alcohol.
I'm not allowed to do that anymore. Emmy will get upset with me.
Well, you are very much an adult, so
That's right, I am. Should make
mean,
my
we're
own
also-
decisions.
we're also pirates. And pirates do what they want when they want.
Very true. Yes.
So,
That is.
library,
Uh,
tavern. Tuta, are you going to work on your projects or?
Oh, they kind of happen while you're all sleeping. I'll try not to get burnt out by the end of it, but living life is what draws inspiration.
Taj, hello.
Like sitting
hello.
on the toilet, you get your best ideas.
We're just discussing what we're going to do between now and the big thing that we have coming up. Azric wants to learn a little bit more about art.
It is not a bad idea to brush up our skills.
I only know of Ganvo, famous artist.
It hurts. It hurts.
Is it Gonvo or is it Gonvog?
Vog's like tomato, you know?
My favorite is Talasso.
Last, sounds quite familiar.
And who's the
I
one
don't
that-
know any.
Abstract art.
And who's the one that just kind of flings paint onto the wall?
Does Frolic.
Ah, yeah, I've seen some of his stuff in books. I don't understand it. I feel like it's something I
Anyone
could
can
do.
throw paint at a wall and come show how they became famous. Absurd.
Well, from what I understand, it's quite subjective, you see. You might see paint flung at the canvas, but Taj might see the future.
Oh,
Well,
well,
no wonder
that
you
is
love
something.
art so much.
Well, it is actually not flung at the wall. It is flung on the floor.
Oh,
You see, he draws a string through the paint can with a hole at the bottom and pushes it like a pendulum. And that is how he gets the splatters. It is random and not random at the same time.
That's fascinating.
Does inspire the mind. Taj, what if you had people make great paintings like that and you read their future? And then you could charge more for materials and supplies.
Maybe if we have a setup route somewhere, that could be my goal. But
yeah. What
when
if
we are on a ship, it is hard to run a business.
you
What
were
if we set one up on the ship?
Like
start
hard
something?
tavern. Oh, what
No,
is it,
I-
Hayden?
Do have a street performance, but maybe I could get a table and some other things and set up shop for a couple hours. It might be good.
Hmm.
Not
Yeah,
here,
do
of
we
course.
A permit? Last time that didn't go too well.
But not here. We will do it somewhere else, I think. Unless it is a good idea to do it here. I could see to getting a permit.
Well, the symposium's gonna bring a slew of rich assholes. Maybe if we spice it up or, make it like glamorous to get your fortune rate, they'll pay extra.
Hmm.
But of course, we'll have to get a permit and all that.
This might be doable. We would need our supplies. There is a lot to this. It is not just simple. But yes. I like the way you think. Maybe while you guys are at the library, I could be doing this.
Sounds great.
Though I do think brushing up my art skills as well. And I don't know, might not be a bad idea for what is to come.
All right, let's get to it.
Sure.
I concur. Any knowledge is good knowledge, so happy to learn some more about art. Also, libraries.
Man, y'all, I don't know if it's good or not good that Bun's not here with all those wonderfully fake artists. Gonvo, Talasso, Frolic. Very, very tasteful. Tasteful art indeed. For the discerning D&D player. Okay, so the plan is you're going to try and maybe get a permit to set up shop to do a little bit of street fortune telling. And then also you all are looking for a library for books.
And
Yeah, just to brush up on art
Books on
history.
art.
I was wishing to frequent some bars or taverns.
Hayden's just gonna
Maybe-
go get drunk.
People watch, learn a bit about local customs by observing people. Could be useful.
Gotcha. Let me ask some clarifying questions for Hayden. What sort of rungs of society is he trying to carouse in, I should say? Is he looking to go for a really nice place, decent place, or just like bottom of the barrel? Like, what kind of people are you looking to run around with?
A decent place, but not anything too high society. I'm not really dressed the part, so
Mm-hmm.
not
Okay.
necessarily a hole in the wall, but
Gotcha. So we'll do a couple things. So first, I would like for Azric and for Cooter to just make a what kind of role do I want? Do an investigation. You're looking for like a library or something. Maybe you can find directions from someone.
About a 20.
11.
So one of the things that you're finding, Azric, is not a lot of public services for free here. Doesn't really fit the vibe of the Gilded Atoll. There are rumors of a vast, personal collection in the Gilded Spire. But not open to the public. However, you do get some leads on several bookstores that might have what you're looking for. Of the likes of Tomes Emporium, Quill and Quirk, as well as the Tomebound Treasures. Are 3 bookstores you have sort of a lead on.
no Tons and Bobo.
No. They're not franchised yet.
That's a shame.
The Tons and Bobble are actually just gnomes that live elsewhere. They haven't franchised yet.
I'll pick one of the 3 and go to it.
Which one's your favorite? Can you tell me?
I think the Quill, I believe.
Quill and Quirk?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Quill and
cool.
Quirk, yes. I was going to choose that
Okay.
one if you really couldn't decide. I just love that one.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna disguise myself as an old man, though.
Okay. How old we talking?
We're talking maybe like what's the? We'll go with the 69.
Nice. So like a
Ew.
match made for Cooter.
Nice.
Okay. So you are sort of wandering the streets a bit, asking information, trying to find a library. You get a couple leads, and then you see sort of a very quaint sort of place. This isn't a permanent establishment like some of the sandstone buildings. This one seems like someone's like makeshift shop where they have like, pitched quite a large tent and have brought in sort of several shelves of books. It's very charming on the inside. While some of the noise of the street still comes through, the heavy canvas kind of helps sort of dull that just a bit. There's very nice sort of rugs and carpets adorned on the ground to kind of, you know, keep the dusty like cobblestones and like sand and dirt out of there, because it's literally just like, here's your spot, just set up in the street, here you go. Some very nice just chairs for sitting and reading, a couple of couches. You see people perusing. There's even like a chandelier at the top of this tent. It looks like it's made of bronze or something, that is not lit with fire, it's lit with magic, so as not to burn the whole place down, which is probably a smart idea. And you can see that there is an elven woman there, sort of long, sort of auburn brownish hair. She looks relatively, I mean, hard to tell for an elf whether they're young or not really, but sort of tanned skin, is attending to one of the customers, wearing just sort of the accoutrement of the atoll, very loose fitting clothing that's breathable so you're not burning up. And while you are looking through here and perusing for some books, we'll go over to Hayden and figure out what he's gonna do. So Hayden, you want to go and do a little bit of carousing, socializing, drinking with some people. You're looking for, like, was it low or middle class? Middle class. Do you know a nice spot? Your group stayed there before, easy to find. You can make your way back if you wanted. Called the Dragon's Hearth. That's kind of where you've been staying when not on the ship, to kind of help save a couple bucks but not be sort of bottom of the barrel. And you can see here it's sort of on a main thoroughfare. There's a large burly half-orc there, who's serving people, and it just looks pretty cozy inside of one of the permanent buildings here.
Time of day is morning, afternoon.
I would say it's up to you all. I think when you finished talking to Isaac Sterling, it was just after like morning-ish, like brunch time, I guess you could say. So it's up to you all, like what time you want it to be.
Afternoon
It is. And so they've got a sort of a rush of lunch hour here. A lot of people coming in, and this clientele looks like some of the like middle of the road merchants who maybe just be coming here for the opportunity that there's so many people on the atoll to kind of peddle their wares. Some of the sort of middle class workers, maybe they're working for some of the large operations that are coming here. They're by no means, they don't run them or anything, but they're here on behalf of them. Not a lot of like sailors or those sort of things. Those are probably more closer to the harbor, and would probably lean towards the cheapest drink they could get just to get the job done. But you can definitely rub some elbows here in this little quaint place here. And then we'll jump over to Taj. And Taj, you specifically are looking for looking to get a permit. And
Yeah,
try to do some fortune telling.
Yeah, like a street permit, not like a permit for a building, but just to have a little, like, I don't know, like if there's like a market or something, like an outdoor market kind of vibe.
Yeah. And you see a couple of you're sort of going through the market. You see some like open places where no one is currently set up or anything like that. And you see a couple of the guards walk by in this area. And they seem like as good as any people to ask. On the Gilead Atoll, they're known as the emissaries of the Golden Mask because they wear helmets that sort of, instead of like a typical like European like closed off helmet, it's literally a golden mask, like a featureless face with eyes and nose and just the mouth.
Excuse me.
And they're sort of walking by you with large pikes, and then one of them like stops and they just sort of cock their head at you. They don't say anything to you.
How might one rent this booth right here?
Do you have a permit?
No, but I am looking to get one.
It is perhaps unfortunate with the week of the symposium that most permits have already been paid for. Normally you would go to the harbor master for that, but I guess it depends on how much you are willing to want to sell. Because perhaps I might have the authority to grant you said stall here since they have not set up shop yet.
Are you saying that if I plan to sell a lot, you could help me, or if I plan to sell a little, you can help me?
Oh, no. It depends on how much it is worth it to you. Because I could easily perhaps make this stall yours with the appropriate contribution to the atoll.
What number do you have in mind?
Oh, well, that is quite difficult. I mean... Let us say that if you were to, I don't know, contribute for... Well, I guess my question is, how long were you going to stay here?
As it's hard to say, maybe about a week, maybe less.
A week, interesting. So,
It might be a couple of days. It is hard to say. Do we know as a group how long we're staying? I don't know. I don't think it's ever been said.
Herzak has mentioned there's at least a few more days on the repairs of the ship, so you're stuck here for that long. You also know that the Symposium of Progress is on Fire's Day, so that's 6 days from now. It's the big, gigantic sort of festival that they have, which is probably going to be when this auction will be held if you guys get a spot.
So, and that is that a single day, or that's a week-long thing, or a weekend situation?
It's like a weekend situation.
Okay. So 6 days till then, plus like 7, so at least 8 or 9 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Maybe a week and a half?
Through the entire symposium, I see. Well, let me think on this for one moment. Perhaps
But-
for the... I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I was going to say, while the symposium is here, I would like to go see it, so I might not even be able to man the shop. So maybe up until Friday. It just depends.
Tell you what, if you just make it an even gold for each of us here, and he points over to the other guard, we will be more than happy to ensure that this stall here remains in your name, which is...
Push, and I give my hand.
He takes it and sort of... But he can't really kiss your hand. He's got a big golden mask on, but he just sort of like, does a little bow to you. Gosh, well, 2 gold pieces in this stall is all yours. Prime real estate here in the middle of the market. And what is the nature of your business? I have to include that for the records.
Painting.
Painting. Very well.
And tells of tales, possibly.
Perhaps I will just include it as contemporary arts.
I suppose that works for you, if it works for me.
Very well. And he holds out his sort of gauntleted hand.
For me to kiss? Or...
I mean, if you want, but he wants that money.
Okay.
He holds it palm up.
Sure. I don't know his life. I'll give him 2 gold.
Yeah. For that matter, though, you do see that his gauntlets are like gold, like his mask, and they're very intricately sort of made. Normally, like a gauntlet might have just like a single piece covering the hands. Some people will have like expensive stuff that covers each finger. Like these have like articulated joints. Like the guards here are definitely bankrolled. for sure to look like fabulous.
Sure.
And he takes it and he goes, I will make my way there immediately, and as far as anyone else is concerned, this stall belongs to you. And he sort of looks over to someone's stall. Do you have parchment and perhaps some ink that I could borrow? And they just like nod and just like slide it over, and he just writes something up to you and just hands it to you. You may use this until it is officially on the books.
Thank you. May I have you sign your name, please?
Already have. And you just see on the bottom there, sort of a signed scribble, and he has taken what looks like a very like small piece of, not like a gold coin, but like just almost like a powder. And he goes over to the stall and just sort of heats this powder up to where it's sort of a liquid, and just sort of just like pours a bit onto his signature, and then takes his gauntlet and swipes it. And basically where he put the ink down, the gold stuck to that on the page.
Cool.
So it's not just like, here's some melted gold. It's like something specific that they carry.
Cool.
Enjoy your stay at the atoll, Taj, and may you have many customers.
Thank you.
And they take off. So you have yourself a stall. Do some work.
Yeah, I would like to go to like an art store or something that has like parchment or canvas and like, I don't know, like 6 colors of paint for people to splat with, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna make frolics.
Yeah, I mean, you could find some place for some arts and crafts. What I'll do is, let's see here. You could find some painter's supplies, which those are 10 gold a piece. But basically, you have everything you need just to do like this for who knows how long, so it could easily last the entire week. Let's see. What are you proficient in painter supplies, by the way? Is Taj's?
Let me see.
Doesn't mean that you can't use them. It just means that you won't be able to add your proficiency bonus to determine how good your paintings are.
My tools say disguise kit and forgery kit,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, so you're not proficient
however,
in them.
I'm
That's
not going to be doing painting. The guests are painting.
Ah, very
Like
well.
it's like a tea leaf reading, but like
Perfect.
they're splatting and I'm reading their fortune via their splats.
Very well.
Nice.
Very well.
It's
So, yeah.
Azric's idea.
Yeah. 10
Can I
gold
take credit?
pieces, remove that, and you've got a full painter's kit, and you can just, I mean, that's going to last you for forever. Basically, that's
You
how tools
said
work.
2 gold pieces?
10 for the painter's supplies.
10. Okay.
But they're basically a tool that just is needed to pursue any sort of painting and stuff.
So do I add this to my tools then?
Yeah, you just add the item painter supplies. You're not proficient yet. You could be if you spent time like if you guys spent some extended downtime, you can learn a tool and stuff like that. But for now, just add that painter supplies to your sheet because
Got it.
you've got them. Yep. So you can sort of get everything that you need set up here. Did you all have a plan on like when you guys were going to rendezvous? Or are they going to meet up back at like your stall or something? Or
I don't think it was this ghost.
I don't think we did, but we should go meet up back up at the store.
I guess we rendezvous at the ship because we don't know where the stall is. Or I guess we could roam
Yeah.
until we see the stall.
sure, yeah, y'all got
I'm
stuff to
guessing
do.
it would
So
be in a similar
we'll just
area
say that
to
that's
like
the
bookstores.
plan for whenever
Yeah.
you come back to meet up. So we will jump back over. We'll jump back over to Hayden. while you are doing some carousing. And this is just gonna be, normally you do a downtime like a week at a time. But you all are just doing it until like today, or you're gonna continue on until Moon Day? So is it like a today and tomorrow situation?
I dare say, because we need the moon days when we get the stuff that
This
we
is
need.
for everyone too. Just figuring out how long y'all are gonna do this. Are you spending time spending time before Moon Day comes around? Is it the goal?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, so Hayden, for carousing for 2 days, with middle class, it's gonna cost you about 14 gold or so.
Okay.
Let's see. I would like for you to just roll a persuasion roll to kind of cover this.
Oh boy. Let's see. That'll be a 16.
16. Okay. Is there any were you just trying to just get a feel of the people? Was there anyone that you were trying to like make a contact out of here?
I think more, yeah, to get a feel of like the types of people that are here, locals, people that are travelers, merchants, and see see how they carry themselves, the types of things they discuss, and to try and, I guess, prepare for this symposium thing. To, I don't know, if I have to engage in conversation,
Mhm.
seem like I know what I'm doing or I'm familiar with the locale.
Gotcha. So you do meet someone and make a new contact, sort of an acquaintance. Let me see who you meet.
Hey, they made a friend.
I have 3 mini NPCs here to choose from. You make conversation. Oh, go ahead.
Are they fan made ones?
Mm-mm. No. I'll
Oh.
very much let you know if that's the case. If there's a sort of
I was curious.
the first day it's sort of busy, lunch hour. You are just hanging out. Normal rush. You spend some time there. The second day, it gets even busier, getting closer. Like now, with it being the week of the symposium, it's even more crowded. But you do meet a halfling woman named Freya Thistlebloom. She tells you that she owns the Herbal Haven, which is a sort of pop-up shop that she has set up for the symposium. She's sort of a very cheerful halfling woman, appears to be like mid-40s or so, very adept, has a green thumb, talks about all sort of the medicinal herbs that she can make. She's dabbled in potions and things of the such, and mentions that her shop is just down the way off of the main market street here, if you're ever in need of anything.
Okay. It was Freya Thistlebloom. Freya Thistlebloom. Okay.
So yeah, you make a contact from her. My question to you knowing a little about her background, what do you talk about with her that leads her to becoming your acquaintance? What does a green thumb hobbit who owns an herbal shop have to talk about with a pirate, tall, dark, and gloomy dude?
Okay, let's be a little fair. Hayden's not necessarily gloomy.
I meant to say tall, dark, and handsome, but it came out gloomy. I don't know why.
Okay.
Cold, dark,
okay.
and twisty.
Twisty.
I'd imagine Hayden probably had a table, not in the middle of the place, but kind of off to the side where he can observe, and maybe she just sat down at an open chair, or asked about an open chair. I think it would start with introductions. Where are you from? Here for the symposium. Kind of, I don't know. Probably standard small talk type of stuff. I assume she's the type of person that will like tell you about herself without you having to necessarily ask. Okay. That's
very
probably
much so.
that's probably how it started. And I imagine Hayden probably told her about how his mom had a garden or something. I don't know.
Very well. So you can add her name to your sheet as a contact. So this is sort of an official mechanic here, is that they're, with them being a contact, they basically like will do you a solid like once, essentially, and then afterwards it's gonna be back to normal.
Yeah. So okay. Cool.
But yeah, basically you're currently in their good graces. They enjoyed having some drinks with you. And they'll just provide some help to you one time if you need it. Cool.
Nice.
Alrighty. Over to Azric and Cooter, heading on over to the Quill and Quirk. And you can see the proprietor there, the elven woman.
Quill and Quirk sounds like the perfect place to find stuff. Maybe they have quirks and quills.
Well, more importantly, we're just here for art history books. I mean, you're welcome to peruse. That's just my goal.
Oh, yes. No, absolutely. Kuda waves the lady over. Hello.
Oh yes, what may I do for you two?
Oh, hello. My esteemed friend here, Godfrey, was looking for some books on art history for a project.
Art history, interesting.
Yes.
I mean, I could check. Are you sure you don't want anything a little more, I don't know, sort of heavy reading? We have...
Well, we thought it might be a little light in here, given that Quirk was in the name.
Well, Quirk is in the name, and we've got quite quirky books. I mean, we just got in Gastronomic Adventures, if that's your thing, but...
Oh, that's my thing. I'll definitely take a look at that one. Godfrey will take a look at the other ones.
I mean, we've got Celestial Lullabies, Fables and Folklore, Faraway Lands. But I do have, it might not be direct art history, but there is the Artisan's Handbook about crafting masterpieces. Is that something that
And who
would
is
perhaps
that by?
interest you? Oh, that's for Master Craftsman Eloin.
Is he famous?
Famous enough to have a book?
Well, anyone can write a book. I guess, maybe 5 years ago, I wrote a book about discerning the differences between granite and obsidian rock.
Right, one's grey and one's black.
Exactly, and I wrote 385 pages on it. Very detailed work, the differences between both rocks. So
Right.
I showed 3 copies. I might be able to send you a shipment if you'd like.
Oh,
I
well.
bought all 3 of them.
She like laughs but like coughs over it. Oh, well, let me just get the book for you. I mean, he is Master Craftsman Eloin. So I would assume he knows what he's talking about. And sort of she goes and grabs 2 off of the shelf. Both very nice, like leather bound books, and she hands the Artisan's Handbook to you, Godfrey, and she hands Gastronomic Adventures, Culinary Chronicles by Chef Galad.
How much is this one? I think our chef might very much enjoy this one. I wonder if it's her birthday soon. Do we know her birthday, Godfrey?
How old is she now? I remember it was a full moon that evening, the day she was born. A cool night, possibly 68 degrees to be exact. It was a moon's day of the 26th of September.
That's right. Precisely that many years ago, too.
Yes.
Well, how much is this book, the gastronomy?
Oh, well, I could sell each for $1, so 2 gold total.
Oh, marvelous! That would be perfect. Thank you.
And she kind of points to the Gastronomic Adventures. This one's a reissue that has more pictures, which are very helpful indeed.
Oh yes, they would be. Perfect. Well, I think we'll do well with the pictures. Yes, always helps having a reference.
Right, that'll be 2 gold, and the books are yours.
Thank you so much.
This Master Eloin, what style do they specialize in? Impressionism, Classicism, Poism, or what are we talking here? Expressionism?
Oh, well, I know that Master Craftsman Eloin sort of dabbled in several of the arts. Probably most famously was a sculptor. Did some painting, actually served in some crafts guilds for a while as well. Was part of a stonemasons to sort of learn about the different odds and ends and how to work with specific stones.
I'm looking at something. Well, that is quite nice. I am looking for something more painterly.
Right. Let me see here. She sort of thinks for a moment. Let me see if I can find something.
A quick question. Azur's disguised guy is 69 or 96?
Years of age, yeah.
Sure he's not 96?
Oh, come on now. He just didn't age well.
Time is a cruel mistress, and hopefully one day you'll never be like me.
Just wear your sunscreen, son. And don't smoke.
Yep. Important. Don't smoke. And she sort of comes back. She goes, I found this one. It's been on the shelves for quite a bit. Not too terribly popular from my clientele, but I mean, I'd sell it to you for 5 silver pieces. And it's not as thick as the other 2 books that she had come up with, and it looks like old. Like, it looks like it's been there a while. Like, it's not like falling apart or anything. It's just this, it's like that book that didn't really fly off the shelf. This
Obscure
one-
art.
I'm sorry?
Obscure art might be up my alley.
Yes, Brushstrokes Through Time by Alessandra Artanis. Not heard of her, but maybe it could be of some use to you.
Yes, I think that would be rather nice.
Right. Well, that's 2.5 gold for the lot of them.
Sure, yes, yeah. And I take out a bag and I'm like, 1 copper, 2 copper.
I already gave
3.
it 2 gold,
Oh.
so just the silver. Or
Oh,
how
oh.
much? How many? Yes, that's right. So
I
you
Yes.
had to
Five.
start over. I lost count. Okay,
And so-
1.
And she raises her voice to Godry. It's 5 silver.
Oh. Okay, 1 silver, 2 silver, 3, 4, 1 copper, 2. I go up to 10 coppers.
And she's just like smiling and it's just like, all right, she's not like being mean about it. She's just like, well, let him cook. Like, he's been here for a while. Like, just let him count it out. And she sort of takes all of it and goes, all right, all 3 are yours. Enjoy. Happy reading to you. And, have a good day.
Oh, and
thanks,
if
Ruby.
you want me to send in a shipment of my book, it's called A Rock and a Hard Place. The difference between granite and obsidian, I'd happily send over maybe 3 crates.
Let me tell you, send over an advanced copy first and we'll see how that goes. And then afterwards, maybe we'll get some more shipments in.
Right, how? Yes, very good.
Just kind of smiles and nods, just like, mm-hmm.
Farewell.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Alrighty. So you have a few books, and what I will do, is this. I will let you all roll, both of you, if you're going to spend time researching like famous like artists and such. I will let you all roll on a history, and yeah, we'll make it an intelligence history check because basically you're just trying to memorize names and things. And
Okay.
based on what you 2 roll is how much you'll remember. I guess for Cooter, you have a photographic memory, so this is really more for Azric.
All right. Just
The
intelligence.
DM is my memory.
Right? 13.
Gotcha. 13. Okay. I'm going to send you I will send you 3 of these and I'll read to everyone, but just so you have them and just to make it easier. 3 of the artists you can sort of bring up in some of the pieces that you can come up with. So first, you know of Thalia Emberlight, sort of a halfling painter that's known for her dynamic use of color and bold brushstrokes. who's one of the notable pieces is Blaze of Passion. Sort of a very vivid painting that captures the intensity of like a magical flame. And there's also, people say there's magic imbued in it, so it actually will glow when you observe it. Rin Silverleaf is a gnome illusionist who will create these sort of mesmerizing, like holographic art pieces that sort of plays with like your perception. Think like Escher with like stairs, where like you don't know which way is up and down, but it's like a 3D like illusion. And typically they will usually play music along with these pieces as well. Most famous being the illusionary Dreamscape. And then
So
there's
cool. I want to see this stuff in real life.
you and me both. Kira Wind Whisper is a skilled Aarakocra sculptor, but sort of more about sort of I say the word of like in art terms like the human condition, but more like the Aarakocra condition. That's more about like their ways of life and what they do and like what it's like being one. And they have one that's Wings of Freedom, which is like a sculptor that's depicting like this intricately carved feathers. And people say that she had like plucked some of her own feathers to use as reference to use in the piece. So those are three sort of artists that you can come up with. Cooter, I'm just gonna send you a list of all of them. I'm not gonna say it to everybody, and you can just pick whatever you want. You want to talk about one of them? Let's see.
Goody.
So let me send that over to you, and you can peruse at your discretion.
Oh, goody.
Alrighty, and then we'll come back over to Taj. So you've gotten all of your supplies, you've gotten everything set up, everything's ready to go, and you are ready for some customers and to tell some fortunes. So I'm looking through downtime for the Xanathar's book, and there's a section for like work, which is just, you know, like doing work or like performing and then just making enough money to like get by for the week or whatever. Things that can happen. There's also one that's a religious service. You tell me where your stuff's gonna fit in the niche there, because I think it's more than like I'm just going to work and doing stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's like quite religion, like spiritual maybe.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna look at the rewards and stuff here to see if I can.
Yeah, because like it's. I guess my goal is not to just make a couple copper. Like if we're in an expensive place, the services are expensive. You know, it's one of those vibes that's like, if it's really cheap in this snooty place, then people think it's not good. You know, like they want it to be expensive, or like, I don't know. Like, this is one of those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's cheap, then they think it's like poor quality.
Gotcha. So what I will say for this is I'm just going to use the basic work table, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit. This is going to cover like 2 days of work, like overtime while you're preparing for Moon Day. And typically like you're setting up a stall, you're getting your things done. And normally it's a roll based on like how much you would earn for that. You can normally do like an athletics or acrobatics or like a performance check. But is there any other skill that you think would that would benefit other than like performance for like what you're doing? Because you're having them make sort of abstract art, but then you're also doing your fortune telling portion of it.
Yeah. I don't know if you would consider it like either like a religion check or like an investigation almost, to like kind of pick up clues and vibes on the person, you know, because you know how like a lot of fortune telling is just like body gestures and them like kind of picking up on what you're putting down.
Yeah, that would definitely be more of like an insight type situation of like feeling out their vibes and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you could do like a performance or like an insight or what one of those
Or do-
things or
What do you
whichever
think
you'd
about
like.
like persuasion?
What would you be persuading them to do?
Oh, no, maybe not to do, but like I don't know, like like their future or like buy into it, you know?
Yeah, so persuasion usually is like influencing someone to like to do something.
Sure.
I think if you were wanting them, like if you had like a goal in mind of like if you were trying to get them to do something, where I think like a persuasion type situation would work with this specifically is think if you were trying to pull off like an inception move where like you were telling them fortune and like leading them down like a path of what you wanted them to do. That could be also deception too, but depends on if you're being truthful or not.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I think like performance or insight would be good on this one. I don't know if persuasion quite hits the mark there.
Yeah, then I would do performance.
Go for it.
So am I rolling performance right now?
Yeah. Just roll your performance right now.
Oh dear. Well, 4, so.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, I rolled a 2 and then I gave a +2.
Okay, gotcha. So let's see. Gotcha. Yeah, so you've made yeah, people really aren't biting on this. You make like basically like 5 silver pieces. Normally that'd be really good, but with how many people in like the atoll and like all the money here, it's just like, oh, you thought you could do better with this.
This is just the first day.
This is for 2 days.
2 days. Okay.
This is for both, because normally you roll for a whole week at a time for downtime. I'm just kind of like
Oh, interesting. Okay.
doing it like abbreviated for this stuff. Let's see. Yeah, and then there is a particular incident on the first day where you have attracted, some like upper middle class like merchant who thinks that they're hot shit, and essentially they weren't happy with the fortune that you had told them, and they refuse to pay you, and they make it like a big deal in sort of the market. And then you think that might be why like on day 1 you just didn't have a lot of foot traffic come through, because some dude like showed his ass in the market and made a scene. That can kind of explain why it was a little rough going out from the start.
Sure.
But you did make some money, and there's always other times to do that for sure. But you all sort of, you've got your names, you've got your carousing, and let's say on the afternoon of the second day, you have a couple of customers that are sort of straggling around Taj, and you're sort of finishing up with them, probably the last of the day, more than likely. And you all had agreed to meet back up for the day, and both Cooter and Azric, as well as Hayden, you all sort of happenstance like catch eyes in the market, and you know where Taj's sort of stall is. It's not like fantastic like placement, but it's still like right on like the main stretch of the market, and you all can sort of meet up with her to figure out what your next moves are.
Look at this, Azric. in that book we got, it has one of the artists in here looks like might have made that tapestry. So knowing a bit more about her might be useful. And I just like show him the book and read out the passage to him. See here, Elenari Sylvalus, a masterful elven painter renowned for capturing ethereal landscapes. Which that tapestry was beautiful, wasn't it? Elenari's works, yes, Elenari's works often invoke a sense of serene beauty. Notable pieces include Moonlit Enchantment, a mesmerizing depiction of a moonlit forest where the play of light and shadows creates an enchanting atmosphere, and Ephemeral Twilight, a captivating painting portraying the fleeting moments between day and night, capturing the magical transition of the sky. And I think the one that we had it was Eternal Harmony, I think, was somewhere on it. It just sounds like it might be part of this series.
Oh, well, that's very useful information. Maybe someone who's a collector have maybe the other two and want a full set.
Yes, precisely. Anyway, I thought that might be useful since we had time to read and walk. How did you go with your this is a very nice setup here, Taj?
It could have been better, but it is okay. There was an asshat who probably ruined it for me.
Oh well, to hell with him. You do great work. This is beautiful. Do they like leave behind their splats when
They could take it with them, or someone could leave or take it with them.
Okay. Are there like a couple of them still like sitting around?
Yeah. We could.
These are beautiful.
Hello, all. Wow.
Oh, hello, Hayden.
Place right in the market, not bad.
It could be better, but we shall see. Tomorrow is another day.
True. And are you all much more learned now? From your studies?
Yes, we found some very pertinent information actually about the artist that made the tapestry that we found.
Aye. Well, that's great. Amazing.
Yes. So what now then?
Like we just take it easy and wait till Moonsday. We got to get Hayden's clothing and meet with the art dealer.
Ah, yes, sounds good. Perfect. Maybe we can sell some of these as original frolics.
I'll pretend they're frolics. Oh, I mean,
yes,
it's possible, yes.
Maybe
they
we
look
could take
just
it.
like them.
We could maybe take it to another place, where they are not as accustomed to art. Might be a good idea. Another island.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, we should send someone to take all this back to the ship for you when you're done.
Hayden.
Sorry, I just want to say I got this wonderful new book for Chowder as well, so hopefully we can expand the menu further than slop.
Can Chowder read?
Well, there are pictures. They said it was a new revised version, so
that's right.
Maybe that will help. And I could read it to her. It's okay. Anyway, just an idea.
Hayden, one thing that you notice is that there's sort of there's a gnome customer like it's kind of poking around Taj's booth, like is interested, maybe potential sale while you guys walk up and you're talking. And you also notice that there's someone else that's sort of not at Taj's booth, but is like the next one over, and it's just like looking at like the same like fabric, and just sort of like just looking at it and like turning it over in their hands and like looking up in your direction, looks back down, and they're obviously trying to make it look like they're browsing, but they're not, if that makes sense.
So there's two different individuals that are kind of like.
The gnome looks like he's seriously interested in doing this whole fortune telling thing, but there's someone else that looks just like a gentleman that's just also like a little further away that's pretending to be interested in something along the way. And Cooter, you pick up on this too. And in fact, they look up and lock eyes with you for a moment and then look back down, act like nothing happened, and just like look at the same fabric, like just feeling it to see like how nice it is. Cooter, you also see that in the alleyway where you just came from, there are some people like looking at a stall and are like looking to buy jewelry. And there are a couple people that are looking at this stall as well. They don't really seem interested in it. They're doing sort of the same thing, looking at the pieces, like looking at a piece of jewelry and just like not even paying attention to it, just keeping eyes on all of you. So Hayden, you notice one. Cooter, you notice one close to Taj's stall. You notice three in the alleyway, the direction that you just came, and they are 100% keeping eyes on you and keeping tabs on you all, and are sort of just like inching in your direction.
So, Hayden, I think perhaps now would be a wonderful time to head back to the ship. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, the atmosphere in the market has changed a fair bit, hasn't it?
It's getting a little bit too crowded for my liking, making me nervous.
Is that a normal market?
Well, trust me.
What did you guys do?
Kuta leans into Taj and just says, we've got company.
Do you know them?
I don't believe so.
Maybe they want to talk to us or hire us for something?
Perhaps.
Or you think it is more sinister than that?
It's hard to tell. I just definitely know they're interested
Him-
and they look a bit shifty to me.
At a glance, based off, at least the ones I saw,
Mm-hmm.
what type of outfits are they wearing? Are these? They look like they could be like loose clothes that could be hiding weapons, or do they just look like casual market goers?
There's a couple that look like casual market. I almost said market growers, market goers that are just wearing like street clothes. There's a couple that are sort of wearing like very large like cloaks, and it's kind of hot outside. Like it's a tropical environment, and like it's sort of hotter here. There's lots of sand and stuff. Not quite deserty vibes, but like think of like being on the beach and it's just like sun beating down on you, and the sand's like hot on your toesies. And you're sort of scrutinizing. There's a couple that they could have anything under this large like cloaks that they're wearing that's sort of a little out of season. And Cooter, you're like saying, hey, maybe we should go. You see where Hayden is looking up to the north, and you look back towards the alleyway to your west, and you see one person producing a blade from underneath his cloak and heading towards you.
And Kuta goes, gun!
Yeah, and that's where we'll take our break for the
boy.
evening.
Snap.
Oh boy.
So, with that, thanks everybody for hanging out and watching with us. We'll be back for the second half here in just a jiffy. So go grab some snacks and stretch your appendages, get you some beverage, and we'll be back here in a few. BRB. And welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you had a nice little break and got some snacks, some drink, stretched your appendages. And where we left off was our group was in the one of the large market areas of the Gilded Atoll, and appeared that some nefarious ne'er-do-wells were closing in on him. And I believe right before we left, one of them pulled a blade and Cooter yelled, "Gun!" Which I know you probably didn't actually say that.
Well, like the
but-
equivalent of.
well, there are
in
guns
this
in this
universe, yeah.
universe, so you could have yelled "gun."
I could have, yeah. I mean, I feel like that would be the most
would
urgent
track.
thing to yell, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. With that being said, I would like
It's a trap!
yes, I would like every single one of you to roll initiative.
Right, all right.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't even have 4
No.
open.
How dare you?
Me either, actually.
How
I
dare
didn't think
all
we were
of
gonna.
you?
I didn't think we were gonna combat today, so I also did not have it open.
Are we even D&Ders?
I don't
Wow.
even know anymore.
Wow.
What is D&D?
You know, I was so proud of you all for Nina getting the reference to the original artist and that information that I gave her, but now all that's out the window. Proud DM to sad DM.
No, we're
I'm
back.
just
See,
kidding.
we're in the map. We're good.
Yes.
Swashbuckler, you're fun.
Little buckler swashing.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, where'd that go?
Make sure to address your fingies on the map.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, there's little things that have like pointers that will like show on the map where someone's moving. And I'm doing a little, I don't know why I'm making a pointer finger, like people don't know what that means, but you can turn them
Yeah.
off. I just find it like distracting.
It's just sometimes the software we use like defaults it to back on. We usually have it
Yeah.
off, but it's funny when it's not. You just see the little fingies.
Little fingies. Alrighty. First off, Hayden, what's your initiative?
Let me math. 23.
Ooh, wee.
Swashbuckler's fun.
Azric.
11.
Taj.
15.
Cooter.
5. Did you expect anything different?
So I'm gonna say that none of you were surprised because there was enough time that Cooter was trying to warn you, like, time to go, everybody, like let's skedaddle. But hey Dan, your
Yes.
turn. There are
Yeah.
all sorts of people in this crowded marketplace. So it's up to you.
Okay. Let me analyze what I'm looking at here. So I see us.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like a dude in where Taj is? Those 2 other people?
Yeah, there's a gnome right there. There's a guy in a cloak right here. Another guy in a cloak. Persons, all sorts of persons everywhere.
How do we
Most
know which ones are
notably,
the big bads?
Wait, yeah.
some of these people are looking at you. That's for sure.
It's nighttime, I guess.
Yeah, because you're closing up shop. It's the end of the second day, so it is darky times. The sun has set.
So this man,
Mm-hmm. That was
Is-
the one
okay.
that you noticed that was looking at this scarf for way too long.
he's okay. And this one was looking at us.
Can't say. This one is walking towards you and is pulling something out of underneath his cloak, though.
And
Gun!
is this like an alleyway then over
Yeah.
here? Okay.
Yeah, there's a building right next to you. The reason why there's darkness up there is that you can't see all the way on the roof from down on the ground. The roofs are like 15 feet up in the air.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I don't see a way.
Well, sounds like you're underwater again.
Yeah.
Huh?
But now it works. It lasts for
Yeah,
like
you're
a
back.
second. I don't know why.
I'm gonna squeeze by Cooter and step here.
You
And
could just step over them. Step right over my head anyway.
I'm going to unsheath both of my swords and just kind of like square up in that alleyway.
Okay. You're going to square up.
And
Gotcha.
I'm gonna ready an attack
Uh-huh.
for when anyone that's approaching us decides that they're gonna get violent towards me.
Gotcha. All right. You were holding your action to do a swipe or something if they gonna get violent. So up next is this person. They see you squaring up. They're gonna kind of look over the shoulder of their person in front of them. And they pull out a light crossbow. And they're gonna aim it down on you. But I don't think a 13 is gonna do it currently. They come out and they just produce like a light crossbow and just fire it.
And Hayden doesn't move. He just tilts his head to the side as the bolt flies past him.
Mm-hmm. And that poor gnome. No, I'm just kidding. Alrighty, that's their turn. Up next, you see, coming towards you, via the rooftop, someone come into frame as you hear like footsteps, and they look down and then have a bow, and they're basically right on top of you, and they just let loose, with a longbow right at you.
Okay.
And let's see. The first one, you catch it in time and you sort of dodge out of the way from the first one. The second one, they train down on Azric. And Azric, that's a 16 to your AC.
Yep.
And that is going to be 9 piercing damage to you.
Oh dear.
So they look over and just fire off 2 arrows, and then they just pull right back. Alrighty. Up next, this guy moves right up here, right next to Taj. And he just sort of drops that like fabric he was looking at, and produces a longsword, and then just swipes at Taj. The first one is a 19 to hit you. And let's see. Taj is a 19 to hit you, and then that would be. Oops, didn't mean to do that. 10 slashing damage coming your way. And then he's gonna wind up and swipe at you again, Taj.
How much was it? Sorry, I was getting my notebook out.
That's okay. The first one was 10 damage. to you, and then he swipes at you again, and he's going to hit you again. The second one is only 5, so it's 15 total. And this guy just comes out and just pulls that sword, two-hands it, and just starts swiping. But it is now Taj's turn.
If I move to like he'll get attack of opportunity.
Yeah, if
right?
if you move away, he will, because he sort of closed the gap with you and Cooter at this point.
Yeah. What I was gonna do is a touch thing.
That's perfect. He's right there. Reach
no,
out and
not
touch
to
him.
touch him.
Oh, okay.
I'm just confirming that it is touch. which
Depending,
it is.
who are you trying to touch?
Either Azric or Hayden.
So if you slide to the left 5 feet, he won't get an attack of opportunity, and you could still touch Azric because you're not leaving his reach.
Would I be close enough to touch Hayden?
No.
Sorry, I'd have to get out of your way.
Yeah, I'll just do it. I'll maybe do it next turn. Okay. So I will the guy in front of me. Then are there, I guess, passerbys like
There are
normies?
civilians everywhere because it's a busy market.
Gotcha. Just making sure
Yeah.
like who's civilian and who's is this a civilian?
You don't know yet. They're
Okay.
looking at you. They haven't done anything yet. This is the poor old gnome guy that was interested in getting his fortune read. This guy stepped right around him and just swiped at you with a sword.
Okay, yeah. I just want to make sure like what am I gonna do is I'm gonna hit a normie.
Yeah, that's what makes it hard. This is a busy marketplace here. All kinds of people all over the place.
I'll play it safe. So I'll slide one over
Uh-huh.
just to get a little closer, and then do firebolt just
Against.
the guy who hit me.
Gotcha. Okay, you'll be at disadvantage. This is right there, but you can still go ahead and do it.
Oh dang it, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all like range stuff or?
Yeah, if it's ranged, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I'm like, is there something that isn't ranged? Well, actually, no, I couldn't do that. I was gonna say I have Misty Step. If I Misty Step, could I use a regular spell?
You could Misty
Since
Step
Misty
and
Step
do a
is-
cantrip.
A bonus action? Oh.
Yeah, Misty Step and then cantrip you could. We just talked about that
Ah.
nonsense in Toma Knowledge last week.
I just don't know. I'm so sorry. I was prepared for something else and this totally
Yeah.
just fucked me. So
You're in a pickle, that's for sure. Y'all are kind of
yeah. Okay, yeah, just whatever. I'll do firebolt at him at disadvantage.
Gotcha. Go for it.
What about the other two that are far away?
That doesn't matter. 16.
True.
16 against that one is gonna miss.
Oh wow, okay, rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pulled that cloak off and started slapping at you, and you can see sort of the metallic armor gleaming underneath that big old cloak because they're sticking out like a sore thumb. So you fireball and it's range true, hits him right in the chest and just sort of dissipates on his armor as it protected him from it.
Okay. Then that's, I guess I'll end my turn.
Gotcha. You still got your bonus action if you wanted to Misty Step or do anything else. Otherwise, we'll move on.
Yeah, I don't know where to Misty Step to. That's the thing, because I can't see the map. So
Yeah, you can
And-
see little pieces, unless someone threw some fire or cast some kind of spell, because it's evening.
yeah.
Alrighty.
I'll just stay where I am.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Up next. Another figure comes into view across the street. And an arrow comes whizzing by at Cooter. Oh, wow. That is a 23 to hit you, Cooter.
Ouch. That tickles.
You take 11 piercing damage.
Ouch, that tickles.
And they wind up again. Jeez, and do a 25 to hit you.
Ow.
And you take another 11 piercing damage.
Oh.
Moly.
Starting not to tickle.
And
It's starting to kind of hurt, actually.
Azric, you're up next. They're gonna scamper.
Oh, I don't like that this individual is all up in Taj's biz. I'm going to double blast him with Eldritch Magic.
Eldritch Blast.
As a bonus, yes, bonus action, I'm going to hex him, targeting his strength.
Alrighty. There be Hex. That is concentration, I believe. Right?
Correct.
Gotcha. This is the symbol for Hex. And
This is
the symbol
does
for concentration.
21 hit.
A 21 definitely hits.
Perfect. That will be 16 damage.
16 damage. Ooh wee.
And then second blast does a 18 hit.
And 18 does hit.
I was very
How
scared
did you
'cause
get
hesitated.
16 damage on that first one, by the way?
I rolled an 8, and then I had a d6 for hex.
Ah, Hex, thank you. All good.
Okay.
My brain just forgot to count extra dice.
BS, are you looking at our chat?
I am
No.
now.
15 damage for the second
15.
blast.
Gotcha. Thank you for reminding me. I was just like, how is that possible? But
I got
You
these
just told
magic
me.
guns.
you just
Bam.
told me you hexed him. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Up next.
And I'm gonna. Can I slide? Or is that a wall? Be underneath. Taj.
Which way are you
There
wanting to? Yeah, you can
There
move.
you go.
Those are
Yeah.
like covered stalls.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yep. You slide to the right there. This person. And they are going to they see the damage that you just did. And they are going to cast Hold Person on you, Azric. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I need him to be counterspelled. Boom.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Alrighty, so counterspell. Yep, it is 3rd level or lower. Spell fails. Excellent.
Oh, finally did it.
You were like, nah, dog. Alrighty, I need to make some notes for spell slots and such.
Azric has counterspell. Check.
No, I'm keeping track of his spell slots. Because there's not really a good way to do that digitally without me wasting a bunch of time. So,
Gotcha.
alrighty. Up next, To answer the question you had before, I think it was either Cooter and or Taj. This guy now is coming towards y'all. We weren't sure what he was doing earlier, but he is now.
A naughty, naughty boy.
And he is gonna do 2 attacks, one at Cooter and one at Taj.
Oh,
kinda got-
no.
So first one at Cooter.
dear.
That's gonna be a 17 to hit you.
My armor class is 17.
Yeah, and he will
Is
hit
that-
you
Okay.
at 8 bludgeoning damage. And then at
half
Taj,
of my body.
is a 23 to hit. And he will take 4. Let's see. Actually, that one will not hit. So you've noticed that this guy is going to, like, he's an opportunist sort of attacker. He was waiting until someone else became engaged, and he kind of came in to like cheap shot you both. And that kind of made you pay a little bit, Cooter, now that there's people in here. And then he goes to swipe at Taj and looks right on the mark, and then his mace just sort of turns a bit and then misses her. And up next, I'm just calling this the crowd. Actually, I'll just rename that to crowd. Bystanders. This is all of their turn. So, man, this poor gnome is just gonna haul ass out of here. This person sees what's happening and they run this way. And this lady sees what's going on. This person's leaving their stall. And these 2 people have seen stuff flying everywhere. They're gonna move. This person's gonna take cover in here. This person just takes off. This person's gonna try and huddle in here too, to stay out of the way. And nobody else. The other people over here really haven't seen that much. Cooter, it's your turn.
Oh dear, everything's so painful. What else is there to do? But then, booming blade and Yakua,
Fantastic.
my specialty.
All right, against which one?
Ooh. Probably the one that hit me.
This guy.
They both hit me, but yeah, the one.
Everyone's
No,
hitting
like-
you.
I know the other one was an archer, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the
Yeah.
guy on the left.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna smack him, or try to. Just kidding. That's a 1.
Oh no!
I'm gonna panic and flail and
No.
probably pop into my shell and cry. Just
Someone,
kidding, I can't pop into my shell and cry because that's the whole action.
Someone get this woman some new dice, please.
Give me a
I
dice,
could have just popped
Nina, and
into
I'll
my
send you
shell
new
and
dice.
done nothing else.
Oh.
That's okay. All right, up next.
I told y'all there was a gun. That was my part of the fight.
Is there anything else you wanted to do? By the way, I moved on, but did
I
you want to
can't.
move or okay?
I can't
This-
do anything.
This one charges you, Hayden, and similarly to what happened with Taj, pulls a longsword.
Do I get to hit him?
Yes, you do.
Okay, is that for before him or after him?
Before technically you could have hit this guy too if you wanted to, but because he's technically he's around the corner, so no. So
Yeah.
this is the one. Go for it.
Okay.
Take one attack.
I shall take one attack.
Make it a good one. A really good one.
We'll see. I don't think I get my sneak attack.
You do. You
Cooter's,
absolutely.
Cooter's next to me, though.
But
Yeah,
you
I
can,
believe. Oh,
Swashbuckler's no other creature than the person I'm attacking can be within 5 feet of me for that to work.
fancy
Oh.
footwork.
It's
Freakish
rakish.
audacity. That's right. No other creatures within 5 feet of you. Got it.
Yeah.
My bad.
So just a normal attack with me sword. That'll be 17 to hit.
That's exactly what you need.
Nice. 1d plus. Where? Okay. That's 7 damage on that hit.
7 damage. You got it. They take all 7.
Neat.
Alrighty. And then they return that swing right back at you with that long sword. First one's an 8, which is not going to do it. The second one is a 13, which I think is still going to miss you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Aiden's just doing a lot of dodging
Yeah.
and weaving.
They seem a little startled that you were ready for them and got you a quick stab in there before they got their shot off. And then here, this person is gonna move to the edge of the roof. You do some measuring. Yep, and then they are going to pop a shot at Azric. That's a 14 to Azric.
That's exactly my AC.
Okay. You will take 5 piercing damage, and you need to make a concentration check.
I rolled a 16.
You're good. They're gonna move right back where they were back here. They're shooting and moving. Alrighty. Back to the top of the order. After this sort of first round barrage, it's immediately apparent to you all that this was definitely some kind of setup or an ambush. They knew where you all were going to be. They waited until it was an opportune time for them. They set this up and moved in when it was most opportune for them. So this isn't an accident. This is something that they knew their targets. And we're
Okay.
coordinated. So go ahead, Hayden.
All right. After Aiden dodges this guy's stuff, he goes to attack again.
Mm-hmm.
And as he's swinging his blade, he just says to the guy, I don't know what this is about, but you've made a terrible mistake.
Are you gonna
that'll
stay
be-
there? Or are you gonna move anywhere?
No, I'm gonna stay there and attack the guy that's in front of me.
Gotcha.
That is a 17 again to hit.
Yep, that hits them.
Okay. That is 8 damage on that.
Alrighty,
Um,
8 damage. Oh, it's not for you. That's for him.
and I will take an attack with my other sword then.
Go for it.
That's 17 plus 7.
That definitely hits.
Okay. One sec. I'm trying to remember how this feature works. With the dual wielder,
Dual wielder only gives you AC.
plus
And
one.
both your weapons don't have to be light, and you can draw both your weapons at the same time.
Okay, so I don't add my. It's
No.
just the dice.
Yeah,
Okay.
the what you're thinking of is a 2-weapon fighting style for like fighters and rangers. and stuff
Gotcha.
like that.
Okay.
That
I
way you
knew.
add that.
I knew I remembered something, but
Yeah.
that'll just be 3 damage on that hit.
Gotcha.
But swashbuckler fun times. I'm gonna slide on around him, like
Mhm.
here to here to get behind him,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I will stay.
Yeah, and you don't provoke any attacks of opportunity from this guy because you're a smooth operator.
Yep.
I mean, a swashbuckler. Same.
Yep. You just see like a nice clean slash followed by a quick jab from the rapier, and then he kind of uses that guy's body against him to roll around to the back
Mhm.
side of him.
Fantastic. All right. Up next, this one, it reloads that crossbow and trains it on you, and takes another shot with a 7. So not good. And he's gonna move and he's gonna duck around the corner here. Up next, you hear footsteps above you as you look up about 10 to 15 feet in the air as that archer looking right down on you with a bow. He's gonna take some shots on you. The first one is 15.
Nope.
Not enough. And then the next one, since they missed that one, they will take a shot at Azric. But that is an 8, so nothing there. They're gonna move backwards. Up next, this one is gonna keep swiping at Taj. His first attack with the longsword is a 20 total to hit.
Can I use my reaction to do
Yeah,
my
what is it?
silvery barbs
let's
to make
take
it
a look.
reroll?
Yeah, they have to re-roll it basically.
Yeah, that they roll d20 and use the lower roll.
That next one turns that into a 10 total. So they're
Which
going to miss
wasn't
you.
Hit.
Nicely
Yeah, that's-
done.
Once again, this person's trained and just takes that longsword over the top. And then at the last second, it almost seems like maybe like a muscle spasm or something distracts them, and they just swipe left of Taj.
And then that also has a secondary trigger of I can choose a creature within range. I can choose myself. They get advantage on the next attack roll, which I'll choose myself.
Gotcha. You have advantage on the next one. Amazing. Amazing. And let me finish this one's turn, and then we can welcome our raiders in here.
Welcome,
Uh,
Raiders.
Amazing. Swipe number 2 on you, Taj. You've made them upset at you. And then this one is 13 to hit you. The
You
hit,
do be
okay.
hitting me. Yeah.
Squishy wizards. But this one is 6 slashing damage. And before we move on to Taj's turn, welcome on in here. Is it Cryptid ID? Let me know. Let us know in the chat. Thank you so much for rating us. We're Casters and Cantrips. We are 34 episodes deep into our second campaign. You've come at the perfect time where we've got some very nice combat happening in the middle of a market with innocent bystanders everywhere, which means no dropping fireballs in the middle of the market. That'd be bad. Or it'd be good.
Can't
I don't
stop
know.
us.
I can't tell you what you guys are doing because you're a bunch of pirates. So welcome on in here. If you haven't, check out our YouTube, please. We also have Patreon, but just thanks so much for being here and watching us. And we'll get back to our super serious D&D action here. So Taj, it is now your turn, and you have the option to retaliate. What do you do?
Yeah, let's do. I have something for 2 people. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Shoot. What's it called? I think it's this. So, Crown of Madness. A human of your choice that you can see within range must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. But doesn't that affect a secondary person too?
Which
or
spell are you
only
looking at?
Is it Crown of Madness?
Crown of Madness.
I might be thinking of a different spell. I thought there was a spell that if they were within 5 feet of another creature, that's when it triggered.
There's
make
Ice
sense?
Knife, but that's damage.
Yeah, I'm probably
explode.
thinking of something else. Oh well, that's okay. I will still do Crown of Madness. Oh, I see what I mean. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll do Crown of Madness on this guy that keeps fucking hitting me.
Amazing. Wisdom saving throw from them. Let's see how wise they are. A 12. I don't think they're wise enough.
Not wise enough. So, they become charmed, and the target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose.
Fantastic.
So I'm gonna tell it to attack the person that is next to him.
Fantastic.
Um,
I'm just gonna use this for being charmed at the moment. I really need to find a better way for like actual D&D markers on here because I'm just kind of guessing. So
yeah. And then
fix it.
that is the 2nd level spell. So I guess if he's charmed, does he get an attack of opportunity against me if I move?
So a charmed creature, if I'm
Now
not
he's in my
mistaken,
favor?
is they won't attack you.
They won't attack me?
Yeah, that's a charmed condition, I believe. I'll have to double check, but if they are charmed, they can't attack the person who charmed them.
Okay. Then I would like to like back up. Can I be here or is this a wall?
You can be there. Yeah, that's just like an overhang.
Okay.
Those are like little tent things where the shops are set up.
Yeah. Does that provide me with cover or partial cover?
It will provide you from concealment, so it breaks line of sight from anybody above you.
Okay. So I'm just wondering if I get to add in those numbers and stuff, which I always forget about.
No, it won't be that kind of cover. You would need like
Okay,
a wall or
gotcha.
something there, or like hide behind a
Sure.
cart. This is just canvas, so they can't like see you to target you, basically.
I see. Okay, yeah. So I move in here, keeping line of sight and that whole situation.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Up next, und Archer. They move up here. They take 2 shots. The only 2 they can really see are going to be Cooter and Azric. So they'll take 1 at Cooter. That's going to miss. They'll take 1 at Azric. That one's going to hit with a 21.
Oh yeah.
Azric. He will take 12 piercing damage.
Whoa.
The max roll on that die.
Hang in there, friends.
And they just pull right back into the shadows. They're basically coming up, taking a shot, and then taking cover so you can't see them.
Gotcha.
They smart. Azric.
Okay. Well then. I'm gonna use a bonus action to. Let me double check the range.
Which range are you looking for?
Tentacles of the deep.
Gotcha. I think it was 30, maybe
60 feet in front of me. Okay.
60. Yeah, double that.
Perfect. I'm gonna summon a Tenny right in front of this guy.
Which guy?
The caster that tried to cast
Gotcha.
a person on me.
Gotcha. They were silly and they forgot to go behind cover. Wonder whose fault that was. Top of the ladder.
All right. Take a big old smack. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Over. Okay. It takes 7 cold damage, and movement is reduced by 10 until my next turn.
Gotcha. Fair enough. Anything else?
Yes, I am going to double blast the thug in front of our fair Lady Kuta.
Alrighty.
All right. 17 hit.
It does.
He shall taketh 10 damage.
10 damage.
Second is a nat 20, baby.
Ooh-wee!
Oh, I wish the
Take him
hex was
down.
on that guy.
Get them 20s in the chat.
That is a maximum of 24 damage, sir.
24 damage. What does it look like when you destroy this person with your eldritch magic?
Just the eldritch tentacle just blasts right through the center of his chest.
Gross.
Mm.
All right.
And I'm gonna pull a book from Taj and hide under cover.
Okay. Up next, this guy doesn't like that there's a tentacle in front of him. I think he's gonna take one out of your book, since you're getting a little cute. I think he'll mimic that. He's going to summon a spiritual weapon. Do I have one available that I can use? How big is this token? It's gigantic. It's fantastic. Perfect.
Oh
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Wowee.
I'll fix it. Hold on.
This is a knife.
Yeah. I don't want to I don't want to mess up the aspect ratio. Just, let me. There we go. He is going to cast spiritual weapon. Boop. Under the tent with you.
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah. A spiritual weapon. And then as far as who he can see, he's gonna cast, let's see here, is that enough range? Yep, he's gonna cast a sacred flame on Cooter. Cooter, please make a dex save.
Good old sacred flambe.
Yep.
Dex save. That's
Never works.
That's a 4.
Don't know.
Alrighty. You're gonna take 2 radiant damage.
Oh, the tickles.
I don't remember that. I'm kidding. Okay, and then they're gonna pull back. There. And then now it is bystander's turn. These people They're gonna GTFO. They're gonna leave the market. It's not safe for them. Bye-bye. These people are huddled still. They don't want to move. They're afraid. This guy moves out of the way. The poor gnome runs out here. They're gone. Fantastic. These people start moving. They see some spells being cast. They're just gonna kind of mosey on out of there. These people GTFO. And these people just hunker down inside their tents here. Cooter, your turn.
So I had accidentally forgotten with my brilliant all-knowing brain that I have a homunculus servant. Who I wish to call upon in combat and has a reaction that could be very useful to me.
Fantastic. For now, I'll just find a token to use for that. While
Her
we
name's
figure out.
Pearl. She's just a pearl.
Well, I was gonna say, what does your little homunculus servant look like, and then we can figure that all out later.
She is a pearl.
Just a little pearl.
Yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic.
Small but all powerful. And I'm guessing so it has on the character sheet, this is me asking because I don't know all of these things, is new to me. Reactions. Channel magic. The homunculus delivers a spell you cast that has a range of touch.
Mm-hmm.
The homunculus must be within 120 feet of you. So I'm guessing that means that if it can touch an opponent, it will do the spell that I am doing to such opponent.
So if there's a spell that you want to cast that's a touch spell only,
So it has to be a touch spell. Okay.
you can use it as touch as well. Also, I believe you can use your bonus action to give the homunculus servant an action to do, and they have like a ranged attack they can do as well.
Yes.
But they needed to consume
Ranged
your
weapon
bonus
attack.
action.
Ranged weapon
So-
attack +4 to hit. One target
see.
you see.
I'm making your little pearl thing, so bear with me here.
So if I do a touch spell, it can also do the touch spell, or I could do an action and then use the bonus action to have it bonk.
Yep. Oh, well, it's a ranged attack, so it shoots stuff.
Well, ranged bonk.
Yeah.
To make it pew!
And it
In that-
uses
in
the
that
turn immediately after yours. So I'll do this for now, and then we'll figure it out later. But they're this little gold ring right now.
Yes, beautiful. That's
Okay,
exactly
so-
what she looks like.
So your turn. What would you like to do with your action?
I will panic vomit on this bloke next to me.
Go for it.
Because he gave me no other option. So that's a 15.
A 15 is gonna miss.
Sad.
Yeah, 15's gonna miss them.
I'm very sad. And then, oh God. And then, I guess I get my homunculus servant to
Uh-huh.
Pew pew at someone.
Yeah. So
Which is +4 to. So roll the d20 and then +4.
mhm.
Is the, okay.
Come on, Pearl. Save Mama. That's a 10.
14 against that one, not enough. This guy's super armored.
Yep.
So shoots its little laser beam at it. But nothing against this one. He's too thick.
I'm doing my best, guys. I'm trying so hard. I'm
okay.
sorry.
The homunculus servant, I think, is going to be great for you.
Oh my god.
They're very handy. Okay. Next, this veteran. They see that you've sort of taken the end around approach here to get behind him. And he sort of looks behind and sees you there. And then he just smiles at you and he just moves forward and takes the opportunity to attack if you'd like, Hayden.
Yep. I will do that, and it will be a sneak attack.
It'll be very sneaky.
Okay, if I hit.
Please do.
Not looking good. 16.
16's miss.
Dang it.
You take your swipe and then it catches just right on the shoulder where it glances off of their armor. And then they're gonna slash at you, Cooter.
No,
First
no.
one is gonna miss. The second one's also gonna miss. I rolled a 7 both times, so not enough.
Oh, thank goodness.
Up next, this one moves forward. You guys are under the tent. I just realized I cast that spiritual weapon and didn't even do anything with it. That's okay. I'll do it next time. The only target they have is Cooter, so they're gonna shoot at Cooter. That's gonna miss you though. Up next, Hayden.
Right. So, I will move up to here, right behind that guy, and try to stab him sneakily.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens. No, that one will miss.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled low. I will try again with my other sword. No. God dang it. I don't hit either time,
Okay.
but I think I will maneuver here.
Okay.
Wait. I will not. I will
Okay.
stay there.
You will stay there.
Yeah. I'll stay there. He just gotta go away.
What's that?
So I need this guy to go away.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I can move there. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I will move there.
Okay. Up next is this gentleman. They step out, shoot you with their crossbow. Hayden. It's cocked. Okay. 21 to hit you.
That'll hit this time.
5 piercing. Just right into your side. This one right here is who's hitting. And then they duck and cover right back behind that little area.
Stings a bit.
Up next, this archer comes back over, looks down the side, and shoots you once, Hayden.
I wish there was a feature where you could use an enemy as a meat shield.
Real cool.
Yeah, 19 against you, Hayden.
Yeah.
Another 8 piercing. And then they're going to do the other one for Cooter. But that is a 14, which is not enough to pierce your shell. And they're going to back it on up.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, or your shell harder.
Up next is the person that is crowned of madness by Taj.
So I was rereading it.
Mhm.
If no one is near him, I think he acts normally. So the charm target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that I choose,
Uh-huh.
which I chose that person that was next to him.
Yeah. But they're
The
gone.
target can act normally on its turn if you choose no creature or if none are within its reach.
Mm-hmm.
So if he doesn't have any like creatures within his reach that are enemies, then he can act normal.
Gotcha.
I don't know if the guy around the corner counts, but
but they're not within range. They would, but they're not within range of them. So if they can act normally, let's see. It's going to move. It can't hit you, Taj, because it's charmed, but it is going to hit Azric. It'll take an opportunity attack from Cooter if you'd like. You can go ahead and smack him.
Oh, yes. Of course. With my Yukawa?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I think I will. That's 11.
11's gonna miss.
I flail.
Azric, you've got 20 to your AC.
Yeah, that hurts.
Oh, 19. Sorry. 19.
That hurts.
It's gonna be 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And they're gonna swipe again. Now it's a natural 1 though. I need you to make a
Yeah,
concentration save. What's that?
20.
20? Perfect. And then they're gonna make a save on Crown of Madness at the end of their turn.
yeah, at the end of their turn, they can try make a wisdom saving throw.
They rolled 18 plus 0.
I think it's my wisdom's 14.
Well, your save DC is what it counts, and that is 14. So what you just said, the same. So yeah, they do succeed.
Okay, so then it drops.
Gotcha. So Crown of Madness drops. Okay, and then you're not concentrating anymore though.
Correct. Because it went away.
Yep. Alrighty. Your turn next. This damn asshole is like
Yeah. I'm going to use Vortex Warp to make it go away.
fantastic. Alrighty, Vortex Warp.
It's a con save.
I
Con
probably
save.
should have done that.
All right, let's see how they do. They rolled a 4, so 6
Nice.
total on their con save. So I believe they're going to
So
be whisked away.
I can whisk them away. Our target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range.
So 90 feet.
I would like to wisp it as far as I can see on the other side of the map.
So basically 90 feet will cover, well, where you are, anywhere that your character can see, which is anywhere that's currently lit, because there's no light or anything that you cast on you. Anywhere that you can see, you can drop them in there on the map, wherever
Okay,
you
let's have him on top. Is this a rooftop? Let's have him on
Yeah.
this rooftop. He's just up
Perfect.
there now.
So this is the first time using it. What does this look like to you?
Let's have purple smoke, purple haze,
Mhm.
just kind of swirl all around him, and he just kind of gets engulfed and slowly lowers into the ground and then comes up somewhere else in another little swirly purple haze portal. So he's and then up
Yep.
somewhere else.
Nice. Awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I say that'll be enough of that, and kind of like wisp him away.
Okay.
And I'll
Alrighty.
stay under this banner for the archer that's on our backs.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Up next is this archer. They look very surprised to see this armored person on the roof just kind of manifest out of the ground. And the only target that they have is Cooter and their homunculus servant, but I think they're going to go after Cooter at this point. Shooting twice, missing once, but hitting once at you, Cooter. And you're going to take 6 piercing damage. 5
Ooh.
piercing damage, sorry.
Ooh.
Basic math. Alrighty, and they're gonna pop back where they were. Azric.
Hello.
Hello.
Let's see. Are these stairs that go up?
Yes, they are.
Okay. 5. Then I'm gonna run over there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, so I gotta do this. No, glide.
Let's see here.
20.
There's just like a banister right there, so you can't like cut the corner, is why.
Okay. I'm also stuck here.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix that real quick. Hold on. There you go. You should be good now.
Okay. Oh, I'm blind. I don't see anything. All right. Well,
1 second. Here, y'all know where all these people are. I'm gonna stop fucking with these walls. I wanted to make it to where like you couldn't see on the roof, but now it's creating problems for me. Can you see now?
I
Is-
see this way.
Hold on.
These angles are blackness.
There you go.
All right, cool. I see that archer there. I'm gonna double blast the archer.
There we go.
Blast him.
Okay, 25 to hit.
That definitely hits.
I'll take 11 damage.
11 dammies.
Second attack. Does
That's
a
not what I wanted.
15 Does a 15 hit?
15 misses.
All right. And then I'm gonna command my tentacle to move forward 10 feet, and if there's anything within its reach, it's gonna attack.
There's not currently.
All right. And that is my turn.
Okay. Up next. Let's see. First, they're going to use their spiritual weapon, which you've moved out of range, so it's just going to go to Taj. That's a 19 on the die, so it's going to hit you, Taj. And you're going to take 9 force damage.
This is coming from who again?
The spiritual weapon that the
okay.
caster had cast down with you and Azric. Azric moved, so it's this little ethereal little sword thing that's hanging
I
out
see. Okay.
in the tent with
And
you.
if I move, does the thingy get an attack of opportunity, or only if I'm near the person?
It's only like it can move a certain amount on that person's turn, and then it can swipe. So if you move out of the range, it's like nothing happens.
Okay, gotcha.
So you can move without any issue.
Cool.
And then this person is. They're gonna move there. They're gonna use their action to dash. There. And take some cover. So they just little boot scoot boogie off the roof because they don't like your tentacle guy over there. And I think most of the bystanders, yep, these people are going to be gone. These people are gone. All that's left are the people that are like frozen, huddled in this little alcove here. Because they're afraid to move anywhere. Cooter.
Oh boy. Oh, that's right. I Ray of Sickness last turn. I should turn that on. Well, I tried to. This is. I'm going to. I'm gonna at least do something remotely useful and cast aid.
Okay. Fantastic.
3 creatures within range.
That could be you, Hayden, and Taj, or Azric as well. Any combination of those 3 people.
I think I'll do me, Azric, and Hayden.
Okay. Alrighty. So you all get 5 actual HP, and your HP max increases by 5 for 8 hours. Let's make a note of that somewhere because it's a pain in the ass to do on the sheet.
So we heal 5 and then our max is up by 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Just make a note of the max part somewhere.
Gotcha.
And then Pearl is going to that spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon is, in essence, is just ethereal. It's a ghostly object that you
so
can't target it.
In that case, sorry, Taj. Good luck with that.
I blame Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, that's another thing we talked about last Monday on Total Knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Pearl is going to target. Oh, can Pearl even target anyone?
It could target this guy. It's currently in melee range, but you can move Pearl away, and it could try and swipe at Pearl if it cares.
Yes, I might do that. Maybe move Pearl closer, like behind me.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. It's not going to take an attack of opportunity because Pearl hasn't done anything, so it doesn't perceive it as a threat. It's a floating thing. So
It's a Pearl. It's a Pearl. But now Pearl's going to boom, boom, pow.
all right, make
I
your
like
roll.
me now. No.
Yeah, keep going.
That's
Not
a
too much because we don't want
14.
to get copyright.
Yeah. A 14
pretty
is
common.
not enough. This particular person is heavily armored. That would hit probably half of the other enemies, but this
All
guy
of my
has got
dice
all
are
his
not
armor.
enough.
This is not enough.
It's just never enough.
um
Oh my
speaking of Boom Boom Pow, I went on like a YouTube deep dive into like mid 2000s music yesterday. And I'm not ashamed.
Nothing to be ashamed about.
No, man.
There were
New Metal
some
was
bangers
great,
in there.
okay? Okay. Anything you want to do before on you and your turn?
That's all I've got.
Okay.
That's all I've
Up next is this big friggin' guy. He's gonna take a swipe at you, Cooter. Let's see. 15 is just gonna miss you too, and then they're gonna take a swipe at Hayden.
We're basically doing that thing, just like doing these like
Yeah.
slappy cat fight with each other, while
Hayden, not
Hayden's
so
like,
lucky. An 18 to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Uncanny Dodge to have that damage.
So the damage would have been 7.
So 4.
3. You
Three.
always round down in D&D, like almost every time.
Okay, I'll take it.
Look at you, uncannily dodging.
Yay. Feature I've had, but I was stoned and I haven't had a chance to do that.
Yep. Next is this bandit over here. They can see Cooter, so they shoot Cooter. But they miss Cooter. Hayden, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna slice this man.
Go for it.
Or try. No, I'm not.
Uh-oh.
Um,
You inspired?
I am. We'll see what happens this time. Let's swap dice.
I'm gonna
Come
remove all the beautiful walls because they don't
Oh.
fit anymore.
That'll be a 19 on the second attack.
19 does hit.
And I will be a sneaky.
That would be one sneaky attack.
So it's. We do it 8. So it's automatically 8 damage.
No, it's not a crit. You just do normal sneak attack.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's just crit.
Yeah.
So. What is my sneak attack at right now? Ooh. 4d6? No.
Uh-huh.
Lots of dice to roll. Alright, I got a math.
This is why math's important in school, so you can play D&D effectively.
True.
So bad at math.
But they changed math. It's all different.
That's
now.
23 damage on that hit.
Ooh, wait. There's the numbers.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, wait.
He's looking not great at the moment. Looks very
But it's still
Owie.
up.
yeah.
Okay. I can't do anything else other than move. So, what's that sword thing next to Taj?
That's a spiritual weapon. It is ethereal. It is not something you can interact with.
Okay, I'm gonna just move a step this way because I want to be able to back up either Taj or Azric once we deal with this guy. So that's where I'll be.
Gotcha. I have made it more ethereal and more translucent because that'll work. Okay. Next, this one is gonna try and shoot you in the back as you're leaving. That is a 19 on the
Yes.
die, so that's gonna hit you.
Uh-huh.
That's gonna be 6 piercing. And they just tuck right back in that corner. Next, this archer sees Azric come up to him. And they are gonna take 2 shots in quick succession with their longbow at you. So the first
All right.
one is gonna be a 20 to hit, 20 total,
Yep.
which will be 11 piercing damage.
Holy moly.
They're gonna roll their second shot. That is a 22 to hit you. And then they do an additional 9 piercing to you. And then they're gonna duck around this little wall structure to get some cover from you. And I need you to make 2 concentration checks.
12
Uh-huh.
and 21.
All right, you're good. You still got Hex. Okay, up next. Oh, go ahead.
Bastards all the way over there that has
Sure
it.
is. But he's not up in Taj's face, which was the important thing to consider.
Yeah, he was gonna kill me. I'm like really low health.
So they come to and see themselves. I don't know. In my mind, I keep thinking of like coming out of like a little Mario tube, like upwards. That's how they came into the world. They manifested. So they step over here. They drop their long sword on the deck, pull out their heavy crossbow, and take a shot at you, Azric, across the way.
Son of a bitch.
But that's only going to be a 10 to hit you. And so you hear like a thump come across, and it just sails right next to you and hits like the little banister on the railing beside you. A thick bolt gets stuck into there, and then he ducks back behind this barrel to reload. Taj.
I am going, the person that's like chilling on Cooter, I'm gonna throw dissonant whispers at him.
Gotcha. What do they need to do? Save?
They need to make a wisdom saving throw or take
Oh,
3d6 psychic damage.
Oh man, my dice was on 19 and then it teetered and went over to 3, so they failed.
Oh! So they take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 psychic damage, and then immediately have to use its reaction to move as far as speed allows away from me.
Oh boy, they are not looking great, and they just book it this direction. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, I think you all get opportunity attacks because they're using their speed to move.
News.
So Cooter and Hayden.
Yeah,
Wait, we
Cooter and
all-
Hayden can take opportunity attacks against it.
Oh,
Oh, at who?
So her spell, Dissonant Whispers, makes them move,
Yeah.
use their reaction to move. It's not forced movement. She's not pushing them. So they move, which means that both Hayden, which I think Hayden, you still have you used your thing last time. So Hayden, you have your reaction. Cooter, you have your reaction. If you want to hit this person that ran, you can.
yeah. I
wanna
rolled a
try.
15 plus 7, so 22.
Okay. So we'll do it in initiative order then. Hayden will go first, and then we'll decide after that. So you rolled what?
22 to hit.
Okay, go ahead and hits. Go ahead and roll your damage and your sneak attack damage.
Oh, yeah.
Sneak attack is once per turn, not once per round. So very
Yeah.
powerful.
My brain was on Baldur's Gate time.
No. This is the real deal, buddy.
Yeah,
So
I like this better.
what Taj just did is an amazing combo with Hayden because he gets to sneak attack the hell out of him, and she does a crap ton of damage
Okay,
in her own right.
math it out here. So, that's 15 damage on that hit.
Perfect. He only had 5 left. So I would like for Taj to describe what Dissonant Whispers looks like, to like what happens to them to make them run, and then you can describe what you do when they run away. Hayden.
Have you seen like Umbrella Academy?
Yes.
Where the person is like whispering like I heard a secret, you know?
Yes.
So she like Taj leads in to like tell him a secret and she like whispers something like really cruel in his ear, like no one loves you, or like I don't know, something crazy.
It's
And
terrible.
then so like he takes the psychic damage and he's like, oh, and then she like blows like and then he like moves back.
He just takes off, and then Hayden, what do you do to fish him off?
As he goes to run by, Hayden takes his saber and just slices clean through his neck, and his head tumbles.
Fantastic.
Dead for sure.
Alrighty.
Yummy.
Did you say yummy? Mmm.
Yummy.
Is there anything else you want to do, Taj? Because this was your turn.
I want to move away from this weapon, so I'm gonna move like over here.
Okay. Let's see. Yep, you can move over there. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Up next.
Or actually, can I move right here? Because
Yes.
I'm assuming, is this a stairwell to get up here?
It is.
Okay, yeah. I want to like move. Actually, I have a lot of movement. Let me see. So I was here.
You've moved 15 so far. If you just move there.
I have 30 feet. So if I could like get like here to like start going up the stairs.
Yeah,
Doo, doo,
definitely.
doo.
You can. Yep, you can definitely move that far.
All right,
Okay.
and then I'll end there.
Perfect. Up next is going to be this archer. They move forward. They see a target-rich environment, and they take a shot at Azric at the top of the stairs. That is a 21 to hit.
Oh god.
Sorry, 20 to hit, and then they do 9 piercing damage. So they just take a shot at you, Azric. They see you turn the corner to go up the stairs, Taj, and then they take one shot at you as well. This is this archer that's on the roof over here. That is a 16 to hit. They only do 6 for that one, so 6 piercing gets you, Taj. And they move it back. And then Azric, it's your turn.
I rolled an 18 on concentration, by the way.
Thank you.
Can I see this Mr. Man behind the barrel?
I will rule that they have half cover.
Okay. Does that mean I have disadvantage?
No, half cover means that they get +2 to their AC.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna try to blow him up since he's got my hex,
Okay.
and I need to redirect that hex elsewhere. Okay, there's a 21 hit.
That does.
He shall taketh the power of 16 damage.
16 damage. Still up.
Second bolt is what is the math? 22.
That hits.
17 damage.
17 damage. They fall. They are
Nice.
dead.
Oh,
And they're hunkering behind this barrel as they're trying to reload their crossbow. And you tell me, do you want your Eldritch Blast to go through that barrel, or are you gonna bend bullets like that Wanted movie?
it's gonna go through the barrel, and the splinter shards from the barrel pierces through his face.
Perfect. It's just blowing it up. The little exit of the barrel blows up into him, and he's donezo.
And then I will. I'm going to Yeah, I'm going to move behind this wall. Take cover.
Okay. Perfect. Up next, this friend. Gonna move over here. He's gonna see Taj going up the stairs. And they are going to cast. Let's see. They're going to cast command on you. You need to make a wisdom saving throw.
On me or Taj?
Taj.
Okay.
And they are going to, he says to you, approach.
19.
Yeah, you're like, nah, dude, I'm good.
And who is that?
It's a little guy back here.
Gotcha.
They duck back into the shadows. Up next, all the bystanders that are left are hunkered down. The rest are goners. Cooter.
Oh boy. If only I was speedy.
You know that someone yelled something over here. You know that there's a person up here. Someone's way back here that you can't quite see, and you hear all sorts of shit happening up here. And there's a
I
person that
can't
keeps looking
reach-
around the corner over there.
I can't reach up, can I? Like on the
What
with
are you
my
trying
ray
to
of
do?
sickness or something, or my arrows. Would it see, this is where I get confused with Baldur's Gate rules.
you can target this person because they didn't back up last turn.
Okay.
You can see them. The
Okay.
person that's way far back, it's too far back on the roof from where you're looking, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Same for this person.
Okay, cool. Then
So
I am going to.
you could also move if you wanted. There's nobody around you currently.
Yeah, thank goodness, finally. Whew.
Ah, forgot my damn
Um,
spiritual weapon again. Anyway, go ahead.
How far?
Oh
can I
no,
move?
poor you.
I'm just going to move closer to over here. And I'm
Mhm.
going to acid arrow with advantage with my inspiration
Uh-huh.
so that we pray a lot. This one.
This one? Got it.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll your acid arrow with advantage.
With like big dice
Yeah.
just in case. Oh, that's a 23.
Oh yeah, big time hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Finally. And that's four fours.
Mm-hmm. They take 4d4 acid damage immediately, and they will take 2d4 at the end of their next turn.
2, 5 plus 8, 13.
13. Please describe how you kill this archer with acid arrow.
Acid arrow, right? Arrow, acid. Right
Yeah.
between the eyes. Disintegrate.
Oh yeah, it's gross.
Beautiful.
Acid's just melting and everything, and they just turn into just a puddle of gross
Yep.
on the roof.
Yes.
Okay, top of the round.
Oh yeah, and my
Oh, go ahead.
little thingy.
Yeah. Sorry. Where would you like them to
Pearl.
go?
Can Pearl come up like just in front of me and try to pew this guy?
Let's see here.
Cool.
Not that. How far can they shoot?
That's in inventory, and then it's this thing. Hit points, speed, 20 feet.
You can go to the
The
extras tab, and there's one I
skill.
added for you there. The whole thing. They can
Oh.
shoot 30 feet.
Oh yeah.
You'll have to move them to the square one more in front of you, but then they can see him to hit him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Boop, and then go ahead and make your attack roll.
Right, it was this one.
That's not a hit. Never mind.
What'd you roll?
It was a 5.
Okay, so 9. No, that does not hit though.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Now, did you want to move anywhere?
No,
Gotcha.
not right now.
Top of the round.
Don't want to block off Taj.
You hear in the distance some people running, some footsteps coming into the market square. And it appears that it is some of the emissaries of the Golden Masks. So some of the town guard have showed up. So people have ran off, and someone told them that there's some sort of fight going on in the marketplace. So they're gonna enter the fight, roll some initiative, and figure out where they go.
Oh no.
Alrighty. Hayden.
Okay, so I saw a weird man over here. I know there's a guy over here.
Uh-huh.
Let me count something. Oh yeah. I'm going to. What? Sorry, I must have missed it. What's the pink dot above that guy?
Cooter did that. It's just to mark him or something, I think.
Oh, sorry. I was targeting.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
we go.
Oh, I didn't know
Sorry.
if that was
My
a spell
apologies.
that somebody is.
You can just
Okay.
hit the little bullseye to target him. It's just like say they're being targeted.
I'm gonna bonus action dash. So
Gotcha.
60 feet of movement. I'm gonna zip over here. 45, 50.
Boop.
Beep. And I'm just gonna appear in front of this man
Mm-hmm.
and swing my sword at him.
Gotcha.
And I will use my inspiration on this one.
Okay.
So let's see if I hit. Surprise!
Makes you think of Dexter. Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. It's 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And that's the old sneaky, so here we go.
Do you call yourself the old sneaky?
I said
I don't know.
Hiding the old sneaky hide.
17 damage on that hit.
Ooh wee.
Ooh, wait.
Don't like that.
And I'm just parking myself right there because
Okay.
that's all I can do.
Fantastic. Up next.
Ooh, wee wee.
Um, this person pokes their head out, doesn't see anybody, moves this way. Then sees Hayden. They had dashed, so then they ducked back in here. So they looked, didn't see anybody, went like around, circled around, and then looked out, and then saw you fighting over there, and then they're parking it for next time. Up next,
Okay.
Archer comes over here, peeks, sees you there. Azric, you're the only one on the roof currently, so they take their first shot at you. That is a 15.
Yep.
You take 6 piercing damage. Second
Uh-huh.
shot. They use their bonus action for Archer's Eye. 18 to hit.
Yep.
And they do 9 piercing.
I fall down.
Okay. You lose concentration. You fall prone. You are unconscious.
Not very ooey.
Yes, not very ooey.
Mm-mm. Alrighty, and then they come back and then sit behind the wall. Up next, this guard sees some fighting happening. They move forward. They're gonna dash. Sort of take a position over here. And they've got long, so these guards have like long pikes, so they're keeping their distance on purpose. And they shout to both of you, "Stop! On the ground now!" And sort of their voice reverberates in like their metallic mask, so it sounds like metallic when they're talking to you, because they're talking to you from underneath the mask. Up next, this person sees one of the guards darting across, so they come over here. They look to the left, they see Taj and Cooter.
Nothing to say here, just shopping.
And they keep their distance with their pike, and they just say, "On the ground, both of you!" Taj.
I run over to Azric and stabilize him.
Okay, gotcha. So this guard's like, "Get on the ground now," and then you
Someone
move.
No, I don't say that, but
Okay, so you run up the stairs.
and
So you should be able to move up there,
stabilize
yeah.
my bestie.
And you will need to make a medicine check.
Can
Do
I
so.
use my inspiration?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so you can go ahead and move your character up to him, and then you can use your medicine check. You can use your inspiration if you need to.
And that's just like a skills
Yeah.
situation.
Yep, it'll use your action.
10.
10 is exactly what you need.
Sweet.
So you are stabilized, meaning that you don't have to make death saves, but you're still unconscious.
Got it.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, Taj?
I stand and look at the guard. I put my hands up and then I go to the ground, kneel.
Gotcha.
You know, like to let them know I'm helping my friend, but I'm not disobeying you. You know.
Yeah. Do you say anything to him?
I'll say I just stabilized my friend, and then go down. You know.
Okay. Up next, this archer. They're gonna move forward, and they see the guard. Here to Cooter. And then you hear them just yell, "Masks!" And so they move forward, look at you, Hayden.
Uh-huh.
And then they are going to dash. They're going to dash and disappear into this alcove. Up next, this guard sees their partner go that direction, so they're going to follow them. It's 30 feet. This guard tells them, "I got this one, there's more upstairs." So he will dash.
Good opportunity attack. Just kidding.
And they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it up to the top of the stairs. And he kind of he comes up the stairs and sees both of you lying down, and sees your kind of hands up, Taj. And he's like, "Don't move anywhere. Don't go anywhere."
And then if I can respond,
Yeah.
I would like to say, someone behind this wall, they've been attacking us or whatever, you know, to let them know we're the good guys.
Yeah. Azric, you do not have to make any death saves, and you were stabilized.
Oh, I had my story ready. Okay.
I was gonna say, you don't have to make a death save, but since you fell, you're more than welcome to share a memory from your past as your life had flashed before your eyes until you were stabilized.
I am on the ship of the Blackthorn Pirates, and I'm swabbing the deck, and I see a lady enter the ship as her hair flows in the wind as she flips her hair as her signature move, and it's Taj, and my eyes light up as there's this hue and glow around Taj.
Amazing.
Oh, very ooey.
Up next is this guy, and he is going to what will he do? Spiritual weapon over to Cooter, and it's gonna strike at you, Cooter. It's gonna miss you though. It's gonna whiff. Woof. And then this guard sort of yells, "Magic! The magic users!" And right as he says that, this guy casts Hold Person on the guard. They have to make a saving throw, and boy, do they not. This guard is currently paralyzed. just for everyone's knowledge at home, the Gilded Atoll doesn't care about like arcane users like everywhere else is because they're not part of the city states. It was more of a like, hey, we got casters here, be careful kind of situation. So that gentleman is now paralyzed, and then this dude is attempting to run.
But I can hit him.
You certainly can.
And it will be a sneak attack if I hit.
It will.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Little sneak attack, little sneak and tickle. What?
Sneak and
I
tickle.
was like, that is
Little-
right.
Little
Sneak
slap
and tickle.
Oh, boy.
Let's see.
We're getting weirder here today.
Yeah. it's weird.
That's probably 9 now. It's a 9.
9 total.
Yeah.
9 misses
Yep.
as they start moving away, and you see this guard and just like stiffen up, and they're just like holding onto their pike, and like all they can move is their eyes, and they just are like trying to talk and they can't. And
It's not fast enough to get away from me though.
that is concentration, so they are concentrating.
A fun
All
little
right.
tidbit. Oh, never mind.
What's that? Go ahead.
So I LARP. I'm a part of an AMP guard group, and the
Mhm.
class I play has release. And so, like, in my mind, every time these people are having these status effects, I'm like, oh, I could release that. Oh, wait, no, I can't. Like,
If you
It's like-
if you had dispel magic, it would work the same way.
oh, okay.
Dispel magic for sure.
In my mind,
Um,
I'm like, no.
Bystanders are bystandering. Up next is this guard. He moves up, sees that happen, and he's gonna dash over. And he just looks over. He's like, "Harry, what's wrong?" And he's just like, and he's dashed now. He just looks over and goes, "Stop!" And looks at you. He's like, "Don't you move! Get on the ground!"
I'll respond on my turn.
Sure. Cooter, the guards have told you to get on the ground, but there's also a magical sword swiping at you.
Oh no.
That could also be
Hey.
dispelled too.
Oh, tempting. I will pop into my shell.
Okay. Fantastic. You're gonna prone out and you're gonna shell out.
Yeah, he told me to stop and get on the ground, and I just went. Whoop.
It's like a cartoon where like you like get all your limbs in and your shell just like bloop just falls
Yeah.
to the ground.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'm just like, nope.
Alrighty. Hayden.
So the guards tells me not to move. I'm gonna be like, "Don't worry, mate. I'll get the criminal for you."
Okay.
And I'm gonna see how many. That's enough. I can get there without dashing. I get right behind him and strike him with non-lethal damage
Okay.
if I hit, of course. That'll be 19 plus 7 to hit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, dice. 2 big numbies. Ooh, that's big numbies. It's 19 plus 4, 23 points of non-lethal damage.
Ooh wee. That glowing magical sword goes away. This person is now unconscious.
As he goes down, I will turn around to the guards, show them my swords going into my sheath, and then I will just lean up against the wall, all cool and casual, and wait for them to come over.
Okay. Alrighty, they are unconscious. This guard is no longer paralyzed, so Harry's okay, everybody.
Good job, Harry.
Just thank God, Harry.
Good thing Harry's here.
Yeah, good thing. Wowie. Okay. Hayden leans against the wall, looking all cool. Up next, this bandit is using their dash, and they are just gonna get the hell out of dodge. So they gone. Next, this archer, they're gonna use their dash. They're gonna jump off the roof. Let's make an acrobatics roll for them. Stuck the landing. Yeah, that's like a 20 acrobatics.
Wait.
Okay. You can't see them do this, by the way, because you're on the ground, and there's a wall between you two.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Just so you know. Otherwise, that'd have been a great plan. But
Yeah.
we established
I
that
meant
this
to do
middle
something
thing was
instead,
covered.
and I forgot, like, when it was my turn. So I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
no
damn it.
worries.
So,
So they use the rest of their movement, and then they GTFO. Actually, in $20. They're not gonna dash.
Shoot the shot.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot the guy on the ground that you're trying to apprehend.
Oh, fuck.
At disadvantage. Because they're prone. Okay, the first one will, let's see, miss. Second one. It's an 11. Close, but no cigar. They take their 2 shots and they bounce. They go down the alleyway. Very lucky. They about rain on your parade. Up next, Harry's gonna take control here. And he's coming up to you, and he's just like, on the ground, on the ground. This
Easy,
guard.
mate.
What's that?
I just say, easy, mate. Have my hands up.
This one's watching over Cooter. Taj, is there anything you'd like to do, or just listening to the guards at this
are
point?
there any baddies that I can still see?
No.
Okay.
No.
And the one that the cult fanatic is unconscious, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as we have
Knock them out.
one of them, I don't care.
That's why
I
they tried to
basically
shoot
just
him.
want proof that we did not start this shiz.
Yeah.
It
Gotcha.
wouldn't, even if they hit them, it wouldn't necessarily outright kill them unless it was a crit, right? He would just not have 2 death saves or something like that.
Typically bad guys and unimportant NPCs don't get death saving throws, but I'd have to make
Gotcha.
a quick ruling there, to be honest.
Okay.
Because all the guys that you just took down didn't get death saving throws. They're all
That's
just
true.
gone. So That's something
Very true.
that depending on the scene, I could try and work through it.
Yeah.
But like that being said, like NPCs that are important to you all would probably get saving throws. So
Gotcha. Okay.
but we don't have to cross that bridge because they miss both their shots at disadvantage. So and I just realized I could have done something about it, but I forgot, so they live. So they have a neat little bonus action that gives them more accuracy, but I forgot. So that's what happens when you run like 8 different types of enemies. You can't remember everything. Okay, this next guard comes up the stairs. I'm just like, stay on the ground now. And Azric is, because he's unconscious. So
Veros.
but he's stabilized. So you're not doing anything. This guy's unconscious. And with that, I'm gonna say, unless anyone wants to do anything wild, we're gonna go ahead and end combat.
Concede.
I continue to
Alrighty.
breathe.
Yeah, you continue to not be dead. And with that, as our heroes have survived the battle, I think that is an excellent place for us to end our episode this evening. So next time on next Friday, we can hopefully you all can try and figure out who these people were and why they were after you. With that being said, I will put a poll in the chat right now to give you all plenty of time to vote on who our MVP was. And if you don't know, whoever was MVP for the session will get an inspiration. So it is up to you all to determine who that is. And the voting will start immediately, starting now. And with that being said, hopefully you all enjoyed this evening. Thank you so much for watching us. Very much appreciate all the follows and the raids. I know we like to call them out in the chat as well, and then we'll mention raids during the stream. So hopefully you all had a fun time. If you want some more of this action, well, lucky you, we have it all on YouTube or our podcast if you want to catch up and want to figure out what's going on in our little wild pirate campaign we have going on here. If not, well, good for you. On Mondays, we have a little show called Tome of Knowledge, where we talk about anything and everything D&D related. Last week, we talked about Baldur's Gate 3 versus 5th edition D&D. The week before, I believe we talked about who we would like in our D&D party, if anyone. There were some nice answers there, so it could be anyone fictional or real. Or we also take questions too. So if you want to hop on our Discord and ask us a question, something we want us to cover, if there's something going on in your game, maybe then you want some advice on how to handle it, we'll be happy to help you out and give you some knowledge. But yeah, also on Thursdays, we have our Out of Combat little after show, which is only YouTube and podcast. It's not live, and where we talk about the previous episodes, figure out what the players or the DM was thinking at the time, and kind of get a little nice behind the scenes. So definitely don't want to mention, or definitely don't want to miss that. And of course, if you want it all early, go to our Patreon, get it early before anyone else sees it. So with that being said, the votes are nearing their end. But I will say at this point, it's probably going to be Hayden with the most votes. So congrats to Hayden. Get your inspiration, good sir. Golf claps all around, apparently.
You're
Thanks.
like, little old me?
Hayden, the old sneak.
You old sneaky.
You're
Hit 'em.
sneaky lad.
Sneaky.
I guess
Yeah.
you hit him with the old sneak.
Yeah.
People like
and,
that.
Old
with
sneak.
that, stick around. We'll go drop you off at another fabulous D&D channel. Some other people playing some Dungans and some Durgans. But
Beep,
with
beep.
that, you say beep beep.
Yep.
Perfect. And with that, we'll leave you on our message for the evening from Nina. Beep beep, everybody.
Beep,
Have a
beep.
fantastic night. Bye bye.
Yeah.